Back in black.
That's what I deal with every day, guys.
I had to. I had to.
It's close to midnight. Someone's there creeping around the door. It's probably a rapist.
I don't know.
He's coming to get you. And you know he's going to take all your clothes off. He's a rapist. It's a rapist. I haven't heard the song all the way through, but it's a classic. The beat's great.
Oh, man. I don't know.
Happy Halloween!
Again, happy Halloween!
It's Halloween week, you idiot.
Oh, it's Halloween week. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how this works. We record this so far ahead.
But clearly it would be. Why would we do 2 episodes in a row, you fucking dumbass? Man, hope you guys are having a fucking spooktacular week. Halloween's in 2 days for them.
Oh wow. Hopefully, things are better. Hopefully you can go out and party, but I wouldn't.
I just hope you're having. Hope you're just going house to house with your family. What are you talking about?
Oh yeah, and just like trick or treating.
Yeah,
and stuff.
at least you can do that.
Yeah,
because you can do that regardless.
Yeah, you can.
So that's why I'm like, I mean, at least you can do that. Because I was like, in my head, I don't think the world. Hey, I'm not trying to be down today, though. It's Halloween. You know what? Yeah. I'm just going to be positive. You're going to go out and you're going to trick or treat, and that's at least I know you can do that.
Yes.
Unless something worse happens.
Yeah, even if you're 30 and no kids. You can go
out. You got nothing else to do.
Yeah, well, you might actually, this might be the year.
Right?
Never done it, might as well try.
Yeah, because I'm assuming you got nothing else to do, depending on where you live. Because some niggas is having full fucking football games.
Yeah, some people are just out there.
With a full stands.
Living life.
Like literally 10,000 people in the stands.
Yeah.
Like, well, what's happening? This is high school football. You know what I'm saying? Like in a small town.
Yeah.
You guys just trying to kill everybody in this little town?
Yeah, it's like, hopefully nothing happens, but if something happens, oof, everyone's at one place at one time.
Winter's going to be interesting.
Winter will be interesting.
Winter is coming. Winter is, that Game of Thrones shit, bro. That shit wasn't really about zombies, was it? It was really just about a fucking pandemic and, the actual winter. Because that shit's going to fuck up any outside business.
Oh, man, I can't even.
Oh, actually, already, I'm talking like they're listening to this and it's already cold.
Right. Yeah.
It's October 29th on this day.
Yeah, all those outdoor businesses are going to be interesting.
Because October 29th, if you're in, no matter where you are, if you're up north, anywhere, like I'm talking about Memphis, up, it's fucking cold now.
Right.
At nighttime.
It's pretty much, it's cold everywhere but San Diego, pretty much.
I say San Francisco, October 29th, it's cold.
It's going to be cold.
It's cold. It's outside. Like, you ain't going outside to get, like, Denny's.
Like, to sit down and just
eat Denny's.
Yeah.
That's what people are doing. Niggas eat Denny's, bro. Hey, if you're going to go out, treat yourself.
Choose better.
Treat yourself. Nigga, it's a pandemic time, bro. Fuck that. Treat yourself. It's government money.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Why are you spending
Denny's.
it on Denny's?
I think that it's like so many people at Denny's. It's like more people are at Denny's now than there ever were at Denny's beforehand. It's like...
How's Denny's booming through this?
Yeah.
On the outside.
At least go to Chipotle. Denny's. You got Denny's for. Go to somewhere better.
No, fuck Chipotle. Go somewhere. It's all the same now. Now it's all the same. Just go somewhere. If you're gonna go sit down and like risk it all.
Yeah.
Fucking go to fucking Logan's. You know what I mean? Go to a better restaurant than Denny's.
Go to Ruth's Chris or something.
Go to Ruth's Chris. There we go. There we go, nigga. What are you doing? But hopefully you're trick or treating.
Yeah.
And you're eating candy. Well, not today, but you will be in a couple of days. But you've been probably watching scary movies all week. I'm assuming, if you have any form of television, and then I'm sure all of Twitter right now is just Halloween shit.
Yeah.
Halloween references. Debates on who's the best villain of all time and all that shit.
Right, and there's going to be people arguing about, we shouldn't be trick-or-treating. There's going to be all that.
Oh, yeah, that'll be going on, too.
Twitter will be a joy like it always is in Halloween.
But I'm sure TikTok will see some hot, young butts dressed up as stuff.
Right?
Will we not?
Yep.
That'll be TikTok.
Is she 25? Is she 15? Don't click. Don't find out.
Live
in that gray area.
Just enjoy that sexy kitty cat.
And then... swipe up.
Right? Yeah.
Keep on trucking.
Enjoy the woman dressed as a sexy Ninja Turtle, whatever the fuck she is.
Yeah.
And you just keep swiping.
Yeah, you just keep trucking and you don't ask too many questions.
And you don't like it.
Yeah.
You also don't like it. That's where you fuck up.
Yeah.
Because guess what? This is what I like about TikTok. You don't have to like butts to see them.
Right.
I never like any of them, and bro, they come every.
They're nonstop. I liked one butt pick one butt one once, and it's a game over.
I never liked one because I knew. And I still my TikTok's all butts.
Yeah.
It's not. It's. I feel like TikTok's what, half butts, half content.
I mean, I think the butts would argue that they are content.
Hey, I'm not here to argue with the butts.
Yeah, I think the butts would argue that they are content.
I'm not here to get into a big fight with the butts. I'm just saying. I would say the TikTok demographic, the TikTok pie chart,
right,
is. You know what? I was being courteous. I'm gonna say it's 40% content, 60% butts.
Butt content.
Butt content, yes.
Yes.
60% butt content, 40% actual content.
Okay.
Hope that hurt your feelings, bitches.
Yeah.
Would you say the ratio is correct, or what would you say the ratio is?
Ooh, yeah.
Because you scroll the butt content to content.
I would say it's more 50-50, but some of the content they find a way to show their butts.
Well, that's butt content.
But it's actual like
it's still butt content.
It's still butt content, even if they're trying to do something.
Hey, my nigga, what was the best part of it?
The butt.
So okay.
Yeah.
Never have I seen the butt, and I was like, bro, the best part of that was the joke. Not once. So I would include butt content, which is why I said 60-40, because there's that 10% overlap of butt content that is content.
Yeah.
I will admit that.
There is butt content that is
great.
Yeah. But you're like, oh, this is the joke is good and the butt's out. It's like, well, you really had it all going on for this one.
I love that butt though. So I'm sure TikTok's booming with Halloween butts.
Oh yeah, I can't even imagine.
Well, you'll be looking at it.
Yeah, that's true.
You'll be right there with him, brother.
Yeah, and I will be, and I'll show my butt.
Oh, what?
No, I can't.
Why?
I tried once and
you tried to show some thigh. It wasn't even your butt.
Yeah.
You were trying to show some thigh. And
they were like, nope, not for you.
You can't show no motherfucking thigh. You ain't no motherfucking sexy ass bitch.
No, you're not a 15-year-old girl. What are you trying to show some thigh, you grown man? No. Nakedness is for 15-year-old girls on this app. God forbid you show some thigh.
Oh my God, that really is what happened. I haven't thought about it.
That's what happened.
I haven't really, but until you said that, I hadn't really thought about it.
Yeah, they took down a video of mine.
How old are you?
Almost 30. I'm 28.
28-year-old man's thigh.
Yeah.
They took down a 28-year-old man's thigh.
Yeah, but
thighs.
Yeah.
I'll say thigh. It was both thighs.
Both thighs.
Thighs. We'll say thighs.
Yeah.
We'll say thighs and we'll say lower torso.
Okay.
I'll give them. There was nothing sexual, but you were showing skin.
Yes. But there was nothing sexual about it.
No, you were just. The skin was exposed.
Skin was exposed for the joke.
Yes. Butt content, but actually really just thigh content. Actually.
Yeah, it was thigh content. So this falls in content category. There's no butt.
Yeah, this is just content category.
This is right? And they took that down pretty quickly, maddeningly quick.
Yeah, they did.
Yet, fucking.
If you pulled out your phone right now,
and I was a high school freshman woman.
Yeah.
And my fucking everything but my tits and ass were pretty much showing. They'd be like, ooh.
Even though my tits and ass are showing.
Even though my tits and ass are showing, they'd be like, ooh.
She's just being bold.
Yeah. She's just being bold, brash, beautiful.
You're being a goddamn terrorist or whatever they deem that video to be violent.
Definitely had a lot to do with how I look and how insane I look. That is, I get that.
But it's still just thigh. At the end of the day, it is skin.
At the end of the day, they're children. You know what I mean? At the end of the day, they are children, TikTok.
And also, I mean, I scroll. I see plenty of 30-year-old butts on there. I mean, I see 30-year-old butts and 40-year-old butts. Literally 50-year-old butts. All these women are showing the butts, and I'm proud of it.
Right.
I mean, it's what life should be.
Let them be.
But I'm saying, you should be able to show some thigh.
Yeah, I should absolutely be able to show some thigh.
Because everyone gets to show butt.
Yeah.
Like butt and like tits.
Yeah.
And like, full on. Yesterday I showed him a girl just wet her t-shirt with no bra. And it's just like, what is it this thing?
Yeah, it was just her tits and you could see her nipples. And
it's like
Jesus.
It's just like, Jesus Christ.
It's like Jesus.
And 300,000 likes.
Yeah.
I'm not saying she deserves those likes.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, why can't my man get some likes on the thigh?
Right. Hashtag free the thigh.
Hashtag free the motherfucking thigh,
Free
dog.
the thigh, bro. Free the thigh.
They fucked you over.
I should be able to show my thigh.
Yeah, 15-year-old girls can show their pussies.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. It's like I get it, grown women can do what the fuck they want. But like if the app is gonna moderate shit based on legality. Yeah. If you're gonna do that at the very least.
Yeah, that's weird. That's a weird app. It's good though. I like it.
I mean, that's the greatest app.
It is. How many? If you pulled out your phone right now, how many scrolls do you think till you saw some button tip? I'd say 3 or 4.
I mean, maybe
the first one.
Yeah. Well, right now. Yeah, if you were to try to guess what time we're filming this at based on TikTok, you might get a couple videos about Pakistan. like freeing Pakistanis.
How many before you see a butt?
I think by 5, if I haven't seen a butt, I'd be pretty shocked.
Well, you said shocked.
I'd be pretty shocked.
So you're assuming 2, 3, there's a butt coming.
Yeah.
There's a butt coming here.
There's like this is where it would be like a Pakistan video, a random video, maybe like
someone dancing,
but
a cool
like
dance
a
move
cool
or whatever.
dance, but like no butt, and then
or just literally it could be a guy dancing or whatever.
Yeah, no butt, and then a video of one of my followers because they show up on your For You page a little more often, and then it would be a butt.
So we're talking 3 to 4.
Mm-hmm.
And they keep coming.
They keep coming, and yet this guy can't show thigh.
Man, that's pretty fucked up.
That's pretty fucked up.
I love your Halloween costume, by the way, buddy. You look like James Worthy.
Yeah, I'm a jive turkey.
I'm someone in Rick James' entourage.
Oh, I like that.
That's all I am. I'm just literally someone in Rick James' entourage.
Yeah.
But you look like a Laker who wants some like Showtime.
Yeah, right? Like
you were part of like a cool...
Like I came off the bench during the 80s.
Oh, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Fucking 6th, 7th man.
Yeah.
And won like 4 rings. It's like, well, congrats.
Yep.
Magic Johnson.
Absolutely. I benched my way to 4 rings, and now,
Now you're just a commentator on TNT.
I'm a commentator on TNT, or like I'm a teacher somewhere, and that's my cool thing. It's like I won 4 rings with the Lakers.
Yo, that's all people talk to you about a lot.
Yeah.
It comes up a lot. It's hard to escape.
Yeah, I still have the same hair. I still wear my jersey.
Oh, wait a minute. Who is
this guy? Yeah. Who's this guy? Who's this guy?
Okay, because at first it was like, oh, that's healthy. He's a teacher, and I'm sure he just lets it go. Yeah. Now it's like, oh, this is not healthy. He's still wearing the jersey, and he still has the headband on, like the old school goggles. It's like, why? You don't need those to teach.
Yeah, wow. I'm just living my prime.
Oh, high shorts.
Yeah.
The high socks.
Yeah, like
Chuck
that.
Taylors.
Oh man, what a look, huh?
It was a cool look.
What a look.
The Showtime era.
Yeah, I wonder if they're ever gonna bring the short shorts back.
They're coming back. I see a lot of guys in the shorty shorts.
Yeah, the 5.5s.
Bro, that's a big deal now.
Yeah.
Girls like it, and whatever girls like is the thing.
Right, absolutely.
So if girls are like, oh, I like it when you guys wear the short shorts, you're gonna see more NBA players
in short shorts.
In short fucking shorts.
Yeah.
Also, John Stockton wasn't fucking stupid, bro. You think he wasn't getting pussy? You think John Stockton was just playing basketball? You're out of your fucking mind.
I can't wait till the short shorts come back. That's the best NBA look.
I like the short shorts.
Yeah, I like them.
Jordan changed the game. Because Jordan had the short shorts, and then he went longer shorts.
Was he the first one with long shorts?
I don't know if he was the first one, but he was definitely the first. Like, it was Michael Jordan doing it, so it's like, well
now
God did it, I guess.
I'm very curious as to who's the first guy.
Yeah, I don't know who the first actual, because the first guy could have been a guy in college.
Oh, could have been.
You know what I'm saying? Or,
Yeah.
Like, that's why I'm like, the first guy, I don't know. But I know Jordan made it cool, and I know, I remember the University of Memphis team, the Derrick Rose team, they all had, like, the shorts, like, below their knees. And that was when that was super. It was like, that's cool that their shorts are so long.
Yeah. Now it's sort of gone back up.
And it'll go back down. Time's weird like that.
Yeah, NBA you can tell a lot about like NBA eras can be defined by shorts.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah,
you know exactly what area you're watching just by the shorts length.
Yeah.
God, they're hot. Happy Halloween!
Yeah. Oh man. You know what else?
Speaking of
you know what else was returning?
See if you can do it.
It has
That was the
returned
best one?
at the end. Yeah.
I thought you had to at least combine shorts. We were talking about shorts.
I said, you know what else is returning? Like short shorts. It.
Yeah, but you didn't say that.
Fine.
I'm gonna say you crash landed that plane.
Okay, fine. Fuck you.
Excuse me.
Fuck you.
You ran into the tower.
Fuck you.
Again. All right. There's a landing pad. Sometimes you hit it.
Oh man. Well, the tower thing was intentional. I
guess you did hit. My bad. You're right. That was the correct landing.
The transition was not intentionally bad, even though I thought I did an okay job at it. It wasn't my best for sure, but either way, I watched it part 1. I watched it part 1.
You're so funny.
It was.
It was, or the movie It Was?
The movie It. I mean, it's incredibly well written.
Stephen King's pretty good at that, huh?
It's incredibly well written. It's I can't imagine what it was like watching it on TV when it came out.
In the nighttime.
Yeah.
And you're just like,
yeah.
Oh my God.
Because it's like I remember seeing clips when I was a kid of the sewer scene, and I remember it as a kid
like
that
this.
terrified me.
You see him from this angle.
Yeah.
And he's like this. Yeah.
I remember that terrified me.
It's so
as a kid.
scary.
Yeah, it is really scary.
Still to this day.
It's
When I watched it yesterday and today, I wasn't like,
yeah.
Exactly. I was like, God, this nigga is so fucking creepy.
Yeah, and he's about to grab him and with his teeth, and he has this whole teeth thing going on. I'm curious, which one, if you were one of the kids, which one of the experiences with it would you least want to have?
Oh, what was the scariest one?
Yeah.
It's hard to think because I have all of their today experiences in my head.
Right.
So I'm like, I'm combining them. I'm like, wait a minute, that's not yet. Ooh, man, Bills.
With his brother dying?
Yeah,
That's pretty horrible.
everybody else just got a scary experience.
That's pretty horrible. His brother died.
It's like, man, it's personal.
Yeah, that's real. Well, that goes. I was gonna say, I guess out of the non-Bill ones, are the ones.
Okay, non-Bill. Because
non-Bill.
all right, let's take death out of it.
Let's take like a death of an actual person out of it. 'Cause
All right,
no one else.
good pair. Good, because no one else had that. You're right.
Right.
That's not fair. Okay, I would say. Nigga. What's his name? Would have been scary. Hamish Ben.
With
Because he
his
saw his dad.
Okay,
That would have fucked me up.
That's pretty good.
That would fuck me up.
That's pretty good.
What would you say?
Oh, the shower one. Freaked me
Ooh,
out.
that
The
would
shower
I'm
one freaked me
naked.
out. I'm naked. I'm in school. Like,
Where the fuck is anybody?
where the fuck is anybody? I'm being forced to take it. Yeah, it's like it's.
Wouldn't you be thinking that? Where the fuck is that teacher who made me come in here?
Yeah, who noticed that I didn't take a shower and then.
Now
it's
he's
just gone.
nowhere to be fucking found.
Yeah.
You're right. I would be just so mad. Like, nigga, I wasn't even supposed to be in here.
Yeah, and it's like there is that, like, I'm naked. I don't know if I can run. You know what I mean? Like, I don't.
I'm also the shower heads are blocking the exit.
Yeah.
Also, the whole time in my head, all the water was piping hot.
I get that.
Why wouldn't? Because it's like
Why
that's
wouldn't it be?
scarier.
Yeah.
Because now it's not like it's hitting you, but you know you're surrounded by fire.
And it forms the wall, or you can't escape.
Yes.
Yeah. That to me that was the scariest.
Because if it was cold water, it's like yeah, all right.
To me that was the scariest.
Ice cold water, nigga, I'll run through that.
Yeah.
That's scary. Cause them bitches come at that nigga too.
Yeah. They like.
And then blood comes out, and then this nigga fucking stretches a dimension.
Yeah. Stretches the hole and then fucking pops out.
And then the hole comes back.
Yeah. I'm very curious as to, maybe they'll answer this in the second part. I'm very curious as to why he killed certain children and didn't kill the losers club. Like, you know what I mean? Because like, you would kill kids, but he didn't kill any of the losers. He just fucked with them.
Yeah.
I'm very curious as to why. I think, a part of it has to do with the fact that they're building a dam into the drain. I think that has part of the reason why he's fucking with them. But I'm very curious as to why. Well, like, in the shower, he could have easily just killed him.
He could have killed each kid each time.
Easily. So I'm very curious as to why he spared them.
Because he killed Georgie.
Yeah, he killed Georgie, but he didn't kill anything. They just fuck with him. I'm very interested. Maybe they'll answer that in the second hit, or maybe that's just part of the story and you just kind of have to accept it.
Maybe.
Because it's not like it ruined the movie. But I was like, I was just curious. I was curious as to why.
Yeah. Man.
But it was a good movie.
What out of horror villains you've seen so far now, because you've now seen Jeepers Creeper, you've seen Jeep Creep, you've seen Kathy Bates, you've seen Freddy and Jason, and you've seen them fight each other.
Yeah.
Now you've seen them.
Yeah.
You know what they look like.
Yeah.
And you know what they're capable of.
Right.
Which is hands.
Which is, yeah. Incredible boxing technique.
Like better than Rocky.
Yeah.
He blocked.
Yeah, and air thrusting capabilities with their pelvis.
That was hardcore.
That was crazy.
On,
yeah, that was crazy.
all right, and then am I leaving them out? You've seen the semi-truck in Joyride.
Joyride, okay.
So I'm thinking of all the actual
All
horror
movies
villains you've seen.
that we've done on here.
Yeah. Am I leaving one out?
We don't do a lot of horror.
Well, you know me. I don't
You
like horror movies.
You don't like horror. Well, Chucky, Child's Play.
Oh, Child's Play. Chucky. That was a big one.
I don't remember.
I think that might be it. No, that might be. I mean, we've only done.
We didn't do one the first Halloween. We didn't do something spooky.
I don't think we did.
Oh wow.
I don't think we noticed. We recognized the date.
Okay.
I think we missed the date.
Oh yeah, I vaguely remember that.
I want to say those are the 6.
This is 1 or 2. The only one that I think is scarier is Kathy Bates.
Yeah, because she's a human being.
Yeah, because that's a little more real.
She hobbled a nigga.
Yeah. I think I would go Kathy Bates, Pennywise.
Ooh, Pennywise is scary.
Yeah, that's how I put it.
The semi-truck?
Yeah, the semi-truck.
Yo, I was kidding. That semi-truck is scary, but I was kidding. But that's funny.
Oh, wait, and then,
Chucky.
no, in terms of scariness, I put the Jeepers Creepers guy third. That guy's unstoppable.
Oh, yeah, he won.
He won. Yeah, I put Jeepers Creepers third. I think, yeah. Joyride, Chucky,
The
Freddy.
semi-truck.
Yeah.
So a semi-truck, a doll.
Yeah, and then Freddy and Jason in Freddy versus Jason. That would be last.
So okay, so you're not saying actually Freddy or Jason. You're saying
I'm saying the
Freddy
Freddy
and
and Jason
Jason
that I watched is definitely last.
you say you like have a beer and smoke weed with them niggas. They're not scary at all.
Yeah, I feel like I could talk to them.
Or at least fight, I guess.
Yeah, or at least get them to fight each other.
Because they're fucking retarded.
Because they're dumb. Yeah. But that's how I'd rank mine.
And
That's
it's
how
like
I'd rank
ego driven. That's what's weird about that movie is it's like wait, these two monsters have egos?
They have huge egos.
Like big egos, and like it's like the egos of like the kind of person that's like, I have a movie franchise. The Jason's like, well, I do too, bitch.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, hold on, why would y'all know this?
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
Whereas Pennywise is just a kid killer.
Yeah, and a monster that's lived for a while and is like in that town, known to, hey, leave the town.
Yeah.
After the first rush of like, because this happens throughout history. After the first rush of kids get killed, or the first bunch of kids get killed, I'm like leaving the town.
Yeah, but the parents all suck. Like no one's parents are good.
Right.
Everybody has bad parents.
That's a good point.
I think that's probably I think that's also like the point of it is that like, you know.
Well, let's see. You don't know everyone's parents. The ones you see suck.
The only parents we don't know are Mike's.
Do we know the guy who kills himself, his parents? We don't know his parents.
Wow, we don't know Mike's. We don't know Stan's. We know Bev's.
And we don't know the comedian's parents
Bill's.
either.
Yeah, okay, who do we know? We know Bev's, Bill's, Ben's,
Sam, is that his name? Eddie.
And
that's his
Eddie's.
name.
We know Eddie's.
Yeah. All the parents that they show are pretty.
Oh, so those four parents suck. Those those four house situations are not good.
Are not good, right?
And then your other ones we do not know.
We do not know.
I'm assuming they're not good though, because that is the point of the club, and they kind of emphasize that.
Yeah.
That they're these outcasts.
Right.
You know, they're the losers club, which I do like.
It's a good name.
It is a great name.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very good name for a club. It's being bad.
Jesus.
Festus is being a little bad.
Oh, don't hit Festus. Well, I mean, I enjoyed this movie.
Did it spook your beans?
It did spook my beans.
Ooh.
It did spook.
Did you watch it in the dark?
Yeah, I watch all the movies in the dark.
Good point.
Yeah.
What's scarier, this or Prince of Egypt?
This.
That's fair. Well, man, you know what's another crazy movie villain that we forgot?
What?
The Stool in $1 Million Baby.
Ooh.
Because that thing was a monster.
Ooh.
Where would you rank The Stool?
Ooh, I put the stool in front of the truck.
Damn.
Yeah.
So you'd rather fight the truck than the stool. You're saying the stool's scarier, so you're saying you'd rather.
Oh no, you're right.
No, I'm feeling you. I'd rather deal with the semi-truck than the stool. I'm the same way.
They win in the semi truck, right? For the most
Yeah,
part.
She
She
the
loses
stool is
to the
undefeated.
stool. Like the
stool's
stool,
like
and the
Jeepers
stool
Creepers.
fucks her up too.
Yo,
way worse than Jeepers Creepers fucks him up.
Yeah, he died. He screams for a little while. Man, his death sounds terrible.
All right, well, a lot of deaths in Jeepers Creepers are pretty quick.
Other than his. You heard his screaming at the end?
Yeah.
It's like 4 or 5 good hearty screams.
That's a good point. But her pain lasts for like months, and she has to have someone else kill her.
Yeah, and her family comes after going to Disney World.
Yeah.
What is that?
Yeah.
What is that pain?
So I go stool in front of truck.
Stool in front of truck. But Pennywise is up top.
Pennywise is, it goes Misery, Pennywise.
That's hard, bro. Pennywise is 2 Stephen Kings, though.
It's 2 Stephen Kings. Yep. And I'm excited for part 2. Which
we're not doing part 2.
I was gonna say, which I might not know for like 5 years.
Yeah, that'd be stupid.
Yeah. I'm excited for when it comes to see how the story ends, because it was a good story.
Yeah. And we'll be back for a spooky episode. Woo, 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 ah, ah. Are people scared of monkeys?
I mean, it depends on what type of person you are.
Dude.
Beaners. This is your intermission right now.
Before we get into the episode you are here for, really quick, thank you for listening.
Yes,
we love you.
We do. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Rate and review this podcast on iTunes.
Please rate and review. That stuff matters. We could use the help, and we would appreciate it.
Yeah, tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it.
Tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it. You keep going back and listening to old episodes. That's how we know you love it. We appreciate that.
And follow us on Instagram at Spoil the Beans, and then you can find our individual Instagrams. We're linked on everything. Follow
Derek
us on
Poston, Sanamad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Greg Scamato for making our theme music. If you want some more samples from him or maybe help from him, check out gregcanhelp.com.
Yep.
Yeah. And now back to your future presentation.
Hey, Beaners.
Hey.
We are back to Spook the Beans.
Back.
That was the competition. Who could be more annoying? We'll see who wins, Beaners. You get to pick.
I thought we went well together there, though.
That was terrible. Hassan.
Yes.
I get on Instagram.
Mm-hmm.
I hit the search bar. Mm-hmm. I type in Darren Bates.
DARENBATES?
That's what I do.
Oh.
You want to know why I do it?
Why do you do it?
Because it's the best goddamn Instagram on the goddamn planet.
Oh, wow.
And then after I follow him, and I like all his stuff because I like him, then I go to his goddamn podcast, The Raw Room.
The raw __ room.
Raw Room podcast on YouTube, on Spotify. I subscribe. I listen. I love. I tell Darren the Beans sent me there because I'm a good person. And I'm an American, no matter what country you're listening to this in. That's what Americans do.
Yep.
They hit up Darren and they say, the Beans sent me.
Yep, that's what you do.
And that was the ad.
That's the ad.
He pays for that.
Yep.
And I'm going to remind him and you.
Yep. We keep it tight. We kept it tight this time.
I'm not done.
And we're not? We're doing more ad? I think we're done with the ad. Feels like we're done with the ad.
I don't know.
Yeah, definitely done
Thinking
with the ad.
about it. I might not be done with it.
You're definitely done with it.
You can't tell me.
Yeah, I can tell you.
You don't know when the ad's done.
Yes, I do.
No, you don't.
Yeah, I do.
How?
Why? If this was still the ad, we would say something like, follow Darren Bates on Instagram at
The ad's still going.
DARENBATES again.
The ad never dies. The ad never's over, dog. Unlike this podcast. This is our last episode, guys. This is it.
No,
We're
it's
done.
not. No, it's not.
Wait, what's going on there?
No, it's not. No. This is our last episode where you guys will see us here.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah. And we're done recording.
Today is August 30th, just
Yeah.
so you give you a time reference.
Yeah.
The Clippers are literally losing Game 6 as we speak.
Clippers are losing or winning?
I mean, sorry, the Mavericks are losing Game 6 as we speak. In the bottom of the third quarter, they're getting their ass beat. The Raptors lost earlier today, which I called. I said the Celtics are going to win that series. So yeah, that's where we are in history.
Yep.
But this is the last time you'll ever see us here. By the time you see the next episode, you'll see will look completely different.
Will look completely different. And it'll be a giant time gap in between what we're talking about.
Giant time gap, which will be funny because
Yeah.
we'll fill in the blanks.
Right.
And we're going to be in a different place, and you don't even know where. We don't know where.
No.
And that's what's kind of exciting too.
No. So yeah.
This is special beans, guys.
You guys were wondering how long did they film ahead? Literally 2 months.
This long.
We filmed 2
This
months
was the
ahead.
last one.
Mm-hmm.
This is the last one you'll see. That is
Way
that is
behind the times.
way behiund the times.
And then they'll have a whole spate of new episodes that are behind the times.
well, the first couple that'll drop will be right on time.
Yeah. And then the rest will be like, oh, damn.
Oh wait, okay, it's happening
They're
again.
banking a fucking ton of episodes again.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
that's
you'll
how we
feel it
roll.
again. You'll be like, oh wow, they're on time, and they're like, oh wait, they're not. What's happening?
Yep.
This is getting weird. But man, you guys rocked with us this whole LA journey, and that's so cool. This
Yes.
whole LA journey
Since 2000, we started this 2018?
here.
Yeah.
So we started in this apartment.
No, we didn't.
This podcast started here.
I mean, the idea started here.
That's
right?
what I'm saying.
Yeah. We were talking about Barbershop 3.
Talking about Barbershop 3, man. I was telling him the whole movie, and we laughed for an hour and a half.
Yeah.
Like an hour, that long too, where it was like literally me explaining Barbershop 3, and we're just dying in the living room, and it was like, man, this is the podcast.
Yep.
And then literally we did Titanic,
Yep.
and then that was the podcast.
Here we are.
And here we are, 100. Oh my God, I don't even know how many episodes later.
Yeah. Well, man. I don't even know. So I don't know. I do know. We're around 160 something.
Yep. And we
Yeah.
were just getting started. Hope you guys enjoyed all the bonuses. That was for you. And oh my God, we got some more fun bonuses to come.
Right.
Hope you enjoyed the guests. It was all just getting started, just so you know. It wasn't like it was like literally for us, it was like, all right, the podcast is now, it went from being a infant to now like
It's a kid.
a kid. We're a walking 4-year-old.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you guys saw that. You guys saw us go from literally infant baby episode Titanic to now we're fucking kids. You know what I'm saying, in the podcast game. And that's fucking dope, man. And I hope you guys enjoy that part of it. That's why we put all our friends on first. Because one day we're going to have guests. We will. We'll get there in our own time. You know what I mean? And we'll do the guests that we want to do, how we want to do it. But that's why the people that you saw were our actual fucking friends.
Yeah.
Like lifelong friends of ours. You know what I'm saying? So that's why we wanted to get those episodes in first. So whenever you come back, to all the beaners who come back in the future and shit and listen to that shit, like those were our homies, bro. And that was the time period we're in, this LA period. God, a lot happened, man.
A lot happened.
From working at the store to not working at the store to touring the world together.
Yeah. And then the global
To
pandemic.
dealing with the global pandemic, dealing with Kobe's death. Lakers,
yeah.
Connections to dealing with Brody's death.
R.I.P. Chadwick Boseman.
R.I.P. Chadwick. R.I.P. Black Panther. That just happened.
That's
oh my
fucking
God.
crazy.
Oh my God.
Crazy to do what he did with what he was dealing with is insane.
Man, that one was a gut punch, man. R.I.P. fucking Chadwick, dude. That guy was a fucking legend in the making, man. You could feel it. Chose great roles, bro, and that's a big deal. It's hard to do that as an actor. Just talking about his work, not even the man. How inspiring the man was. How inspiring the man was is insane. But,
it's incredible.
Yeah.
It's incredible.
But just on the entertainment tip, bro, you were fucking good, man. You were really good, and you were like just hitting stride. You were it wasn't like we were like, oh man, look at this guy getting old. It's like, oh no, he's a young guy in the game,
right?
You know, so it was like, who knows what fucking cool things you were gonna do later on, you know? So it's like, damn, but you fucking rocked it while you were here, brother.
Yeah, created some iconic characters.
You really did.
Really did.
And then you played some of the most iconic people who lived in
yeah,
real time.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you gave them their proper due. You know, so nobody can ever take that, man. You fucking killed it. God, R.I.P. Chadwick. R.I.P. Black Panther. That's who he really was. A goddamn Black Panther.
He's a superhero.
He was a fucking superhero. But yeah, man, Beaners, that's where we're at. Just so you know, because you guys are in the future. But the next episode, you will literally be right back with you. It'll be like caught up again. So that'll be fun.
Yeah, for you there'll be literally no time wasted in between
None.
episodes.
For
yeah.
us,
it'll be.
I'll be talking about fishing. He's be talking about cooking.
Yeah, I'm literally not whatever movie we're doing right now that you're here for. I'm literally not gonna watch for like 2 months, so it's fresh when I watch it.
Yeah, it has to.
Yeah,
I get that. So that's why it's fun. But this is just a little behind the beans. This is for y'all. This is for
behind the beans.
This is for the beaners. Dude.
Yeah.
This is for like not the people who came for this,
Well,
which I love. The people who came for each episode when they come because they see a movie that they like. Bro, we love y'all too. But when we talking like this is for the niggas that have been rocking since Titanic.
Yeah, and the people who are like we get a lot of commentary about what's gonna happen with the beans now that you
a
guys
lot
are
of people
moving.
think
But
we're done.
We planned it out and we have
We had a plan.
We had a plan, and then we're also like everyone else. We have to take this global pandemic.
But I will say this. We did
Step by
execute the
step.
plan.
We did execute the plan. The plan was executed.
You guys, because you guys, in our world, you've already, in your world, you've already seen, but in our world, you haven't seen yet. We have some fucking cool surprises coming.
Yeah.
Like the things we set up, all the bonus episodes that you've already seen by now, but
yeah.
I hope you enjoy them. I hope you enjoyed them because it took a lot of time and effort. And,
it took a lot of effort,
and,
man.
And people, and the other people that you'll see sacrifice things too to be a part of it. So we really hope you enjoy a lot of effort and time. But we did it just to make sure you guys still get, and hey, you're going to get 2 movies a week until one of us die. You can get 2 movies a week, and you're going to get bonuses. You know what I'm saying? Like until as long as we can fucking keep it going.
Yeah, until the world ends pretty much, which might be in the next 2 months.
Yep. And like we said, we're going to give you movies.
Yeah.
We're going to give you 2 a week.
Until the world ends.
Until the world ends, man. That's the only thing we can do. That's the only thing we can control in this business, and I kind of like that. And I mean, don't get me wrong. It's not like we don't have other dreams. We're still going to get busy and other dreams and all those. But we now know that, like, oh, this podcast will keep going. Like, no matter what, like, I'm always going to keep doing this podcast. No matter what, bro. We're going to keep doing the podcast. Even if, like you said, like, let's say Hassan motherfucking writes and wants to direct a movie and is, like, doing some big shit. You know what I'm saying? We'll either bank or have guests for that time he's gone. You know what I'm saying? Like now we know, like, oh, it just continues. If I have to be gone, you'll revert.
We'll figure it out.
You know what I'm saying? You'll do episodes with a guest for however long. But like, oh, I realize now, like, oh, we're gonna give you guys this because, man, y'all fuck with us, bro.
Y'all rocked with us for so long.
What else can we do for y'all?
Yeah. For so long.
Y'all rocked with us for so long. Just listening to movies, bro, and listening to us just be friends. That's all you're listening to. We have there's no other reason. There's no clout.
Yeah, we have 0 clout.
So you guys literally are listening to just hear a friend tell another friend a movie. And brother, we love you guys. And sisters too. Oh my God, all the hot ones. We love you too. Now that we know that you guys exist.
Yeah, it's crazy to us.
I knew you existed, but it's when you see it, it's like,
whoa, that's weird.
Okay. You know, but we love you. And, man, we're going to keep going. And, bro, in the moment, because people ask us this all the time, too. Hey, the moment we can get on the road, we back on road. We back on road.
Yeah, but until then,
stop. When you come into Boston, nigga, when do you come? When are you leaving? When are you going anywhere?
Yeah. Boston do what? Perform? I mean,
Where can
Boston.
we go perform?
Where can we perform in Boston, a big city? There's no way your clubs are open. There's no way any big cities' clubs are open.
And if they are, they're not booking us yet.
Yeah,
no offense. I'm just keeping it 100.
They're booking people who can bring more people out.
They're booking Little Duval and Joe Rogan's.
Yeah,
and like, what?
Yeah, and also, it's winter. We're not going to come out to Boston to perform outside during the winter.
Because, hey, in the summer, like I was about to say, in your backyard for 30 people, you want us to come in the way. Like, no, bro, we're not doing all that. We'll just figure it out. Yeah, in the summertime, yeah, I would do that. But that's different, you know. Hey, just see, we're gonna grind it out because I think that is what comedy's gonna be.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah.
You know, I think when we see each other again, I think we're gonna be back in grind mode of trying to figure out how to get up.
That's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting to see what everything's at. We're gonna see what a hard winter does.
Yes, we're gonna see hey man, and call it what you want, but me and Hassan we're going home for winter, baby. We're gonna go home and bundle up and hibernate. And you can call it whatever you want, nigga. Luckily, LA doesn't have that New York vibe of like, you're leaving, you're running from New York. You know, those people,
yeah.
You're running. Like LA, everybody's kind of like, oh, yeah, I get it.
Yeah. No one I've talked to about what we're doing has been like, come on.
You're running.
Yeah.
You're running, you coward.
Like, this is a bad idea. No, not a single person has said this is a bad idea.
No, every other person I've talked to has either said, A, this is amazing, or B, fuck. A, it's amazing and I'm doing that as well, or B, that's amazing. I wish I was in a situation to do that.
Yeah.
But some people can't just go to a family member's place. You know what I'm saying? We lucky. We're very lucky guys. We know that shit. But like very lucky. And we're lucky we got you guys who fucking listen. You know? So we have things. But man, you know, you're right. Nobody's been like, nigga, that's stupid.
Yeah.
Because then it would also be like, yo, what's going on wait, what do you have going on? That is great.
That no one else has going on right now.
Yeah.
Everyone else has like kind of things going on.
Yeah, Dwayne The Rock Johnson doesn't have it all going on right now.
Yeah.
How do you?
He just bought a sports league.
Yeah, and it's like, what are you gonna do with it?
Yeah. Oof.
It's weird that they're having like high school football, right? Some college football started, but then like the Big Ten's not happening. You know what I'm saying? Like, you feel me?
Right.
It's like all over the place.
Yeah, I mean, but everyone's approaching this way differently. You know, there's pockets of the country that don't believe this is real at all.
100%.
So there's that whole thing. There's some people that are like, everyone who just gets it will get it. Let's keep pushing forward. I don't know.
People that just gotta keep living.
Yeah.
They're just, what else are they gonna do?
Yeah. I don't know. Like I said, it'll be the start of winter will be an interesting time.
I don't think winter's gonna be good.
No. Oh my God. What part of 2020 has made you feel anything is gonna be good?
Yeah, it started with the whole Kobe thing. I forgot about that. And then since then, it's been pretty downhill.
Yeah, I feel like there's something like. I feel like there's other stuff that happened too, like before Kobe. That was pretty wild.
Kobe was January 26th. That was pretty. That
was it January 26th?
Yeah.
I thought Kobe was February.
Kobe was January 26th.
Oh yeah, the week before the Super Bowl.
Yeah. Because remember, that's all. There was no media about the Super Bowl. No one talked about the game.
Yeah. You're right. Damn, that was February 26th. I thought it was February.
No, I'm about to say, no, the year kicked off.
Oh yeah, kicked off. Our president got impeached. Too. That happened this year. Someone told me that, and I was like, that felt like 8 years ago.
It did feel like 8 years ago.
Yeah, that was this year.
But he's still in office.
Yeah, I mean,
so it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter. But it's like that's how this year started.
Yeah, but it started with Kobe.
Kobe.
Because that was the only thing that everybody was like, what?
Well,
everyone's ears went, wait, what? Who died? Wait, how did he die?
Yeah, that was a crazy.
Who did he die with?
That was a crazy helicopter. That was a crazy thing to read.
Oh my Lord! And then it was just crazy how the year, just like what?
Yeah.
You know, because I do remember, God, joking about coronavirus. I remember being at the Ice House, having jokes about it, because I went to a massage parlor and the guy kept coughing, and coronavirus had just started. So I went to the Ice House that night and talked about how I got a massage from a nigga that was Asian and was coughing, and I didn't have to say it. Everybody got got a laugh before I even got into the jokes about it. Just that, because people were like, "Oh, there's this coronavirus thing." Ooh, it was like that, and then literally. A week later was
Whoa! Oops.
the biggest moment in history.
Yeah. Whoops.
So, you know, but that's why we did all this. If you're wondering, that's why we got on this tangent. Is because we did a lot, man. This was a lot.
It's a lot. We did 2 months worth of episodes in a month. No, we did 3 months worth of episodes in a month because we did episodes for August, September, and October.
And bonuses.
And bonuses all in August.
All in August.
All in August.
So we did all of August, all of September, all of October, and August, and then all the bonuses, which we hope you enjoyed as well.
Yeah.
So, more bonuses coming, more episodes coming. We won't have outfits on next time you see it.
Yeah.
Or maybe we will look like this, because who knows what we're going to look like.
Yeah. Or we're just going to keep plugging.
We're going to keep plugging, Beaners.
What's up? What?
I just realized you're gay. Anyway, Hassan,
what the fuck?
Can you do me a favor?
What the fuck?
What?
Yeah, okay, I'll do you a favor.
Well, I just realized it.
Okay.
I don't always think about it. Sometimes it occurs to me.
I'm not happy.
That you're gay or that I realized it?
No, that you realize that I'm gay because I'm neither of those things.
So which one are you upset about?
Upset about both.
Equally, or is there more?
The gay thing.
Not as much as that I realize it now.
Yeah.
So about when I realized it, that kind of doesn't bother you.
No.
It was more about that I realized it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just trying to get a gauge. I'm a therapist. It's like, what kind of therapist is this?
What's happening?
I'd be a good therapist.
No, you wouldn't.
Bro.
No, you wouldn't.
That's not good therapy, what I just did to you.
No,
you just found out you were gay with me.
First of all, not gay. Second of all, you definitely would not be a good therapist.
I just therapized you.
100% you would not be a good therapist. And I'll take off my costume and say that as regular me.
Hey, wait, not as James Worthy, Hassan?
Not as James Worthy. You know, as regular Hassan, I'd be like, oh, Derek, you'd be a terrible therapist.
Come on, dude. I'd give that person kisses.
No, I mean,
are you not allowed to kiss the patient?
Definitely not. I mean, that's not the reason why you'd be a bad therapist.
What's it? Not Godfather. Sopranos?
Yes.
What does he do?
He does. What do you mean? What does he do? She tries to kiss her and she pushes him away.
And then eventually he what?
Never kisses her.
He has sex with her.
No.
He does.
No, he doesn't.
He falls in love with her.
No, he never has sex with her.
He falls in love with her.
No.
He does fall in love.
No.
That part I've seen. It's the first season.
Just literally one episode, he thinks he's falling in love with her, and then she explains what's happening to him. And then he's not in love with her for the rest of the series. You've watched like half the first season.
I watched the whole first season. I just didn't watch anything else.
Okay, yeah. No, he doesn't.
That's how I knew that happened, though.
No, they never have sex. They never fall in love.
I thought he ends up fucking her.
No.
He ends up cheating on. He fucks somebody.
He fucks so many people.
Dudes ever?
No.
Oh. That's The Wire, huh?
I mean, that I don't know. I've only seen the first 2 seasons. But I'm
pretty
there's a guy who fucks students.
The most famous character.
Well, there's a guy who fucked students Sopranos too, but not Tony.
Yeah.
We're talking about Tony. He never falls in love with her.
You seen the first 2 seasons of The Wire?
Mm-hmm.
You didn't know who Omar was?
I didn't
know
in
the first 2 seasons?
No, he is. That's why I backtracked immediately.
Oh. I never watched The Wire. Didn't look that good.
First season was great.
You don't agree with the second, third, and fourth seasons?
I don't know. I didn't see the third and fourth. Second one was okay. I got through it. Third one I've heard is really good, but I've never seen it.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm.
Well, luckily I'm spoiling it for you today.
Oh, no.
Sorry, can you tell me what happens?
Jesus Christ.
In season?
So this is a 13-hour episode.
You got to make it long for the beaners.
Yeah, oh, God. They don't even know we're leaving.
I know another episode comes out in a couple of days.
Yeah,
what
the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, but they deserve a 13-hour episode.
No, they don't.
Tell me what happens.
What?
In the movie you've never seen.
Okay.
In a scary movie you've never seen.
Okay.
Because it's Spook the Beans week.
Okay.
Hassan, Ahmad, what happens in It Part 2?
Oh, damn, we did it immediately? I'm not going to lie. I definitely wasn't expecting it immediately.
That's why I'm good at my job.
Well, you know what? Thank God I don't have to wait fucking a million years for this. I'm so happy. I
got to keep you on your toes, man.
Okay.
You didn't see it coming.
So, It Part 2. The adults now start to converge on the town of Derry. The adults start to converge on the town of Derry. And stop playing with your hair. It's weird to me.
Well, you know, you didn't say which It Part 2 I'm doing.
Oh God! If you do the Now It Part 2, I'd be so fucking mad. But I don't think you've seen the Now It Part 2, the recent It Part 2. But yeah. So they converge on Derry, and as they come in, they each have their own experience, a little experience with Pennywise. Like he welcomes them back in his own way. You know how he left the balloon or whatever the fuck for the black guy, Mike. That's his name, right? You remember how at the end of the first episode he leaves the balloon? He wakes up and there's tracks and there's a balloon.
Yes.
Yes. So they each have their own thing as they come in.
Okay.
Yeah. Small little like, hey, welcome back.
Like a memory as a child?
or no, like he fucks with them, like he did that.
Okay.
Yeah, but like in a small way. He does their own thing. You know?
Okay.
So they all get together. They're all like, we gotta do that after they have their own experiences. They all finally get together. They realize that their one friend has killed themselves.
Stan.
Yeah, maybe like his wife comes and is like, what's happening in this Derry that caused him to kill himself? And so she's
the one that was questioning it.
His wife. Yeah, the one that kills himself. You know how his wife finds him in the bathtub?
Oh,
maybe she comes to
wife.
Derry. Yeah, and
Yes.
like, what is going on?
What the fuck happened
Yeah,
here?
what the fuck happened here?
Yeah.
So she sort of replaces him in the group.
In the loser, because now she's a loser.
Now she's a loser. Yeah. You probably the bully is probably back in the sense of just like, he's probably back trying to stop him. He like blames them for what he saw years ago that turned his hair white. He's probably a little crazy.
Like the town nut.
Yeah. But like still violent towards them.
Mm-hmm.
So they have to navigate that.
Oof.
And they go into the sewer to finally face him. They fight. He becomes he's probably like, does some monster shit. You know what I mean? Like he transforms or like, you know what I mean? He does just some monster shit, multiplies. He does just some crazy monster shit.
That light was pretty scary.
Yeah, whatever that light was. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Like that. He and then they fight him and then probably like one of them dies. Definitely one of them dies. They don't all make it alive. One of them dies, but he dies in an effort. His death leads to whatever causes them to kill him. Bill, like I say, Bill kills it finally.
Who dies?
The comedian, Seth Green's older self.
Richie,
yeah.
Damn.
Comedian dies.
He had like a career. That would be huge news.
That'd be crazy news.
Because like he was a huge comedian, so that would be like in the world. It'd be like, what?
Wait, he died going into a sewer pipe. Like there would be a lot.
Back in his hometown.
Yeah. What happened there? And there's no way you could explain it to people.
And it would be the week he was supposed to do Carson.
Yeah.
So it would actually be like, because even Carson would have to come talk about it.
We're like, what the fuck happened to him? Yeah. So I think he dies, and then Beverly and John Ritter, right? John Ritter was the fat kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. Beverly and John Ritter end up together because he liked her way back when. And now she's like, oh, he'll treat me right. Mm-hmm. And then John Ritter slaps her and continues the cycle. No, it's a happily ever after for them. Yeah. It's a happily ever after.
Also, that'd be so crazy for that character. He's like a good guy.
Yeah, out of nowhere. He's just a troubled guy.
He's just troubled. They're all
They're all troubled.
They all got some demons.
They all really hid this. Like you get the sense in the first episode, like, damn, they really suppressed this.
Oh, yeah.
They really, truly, truly suppressed this. But yeah, he dies. Richie dies. Or the guy who kept saying this is my favorite summer of my life dies. One of those. Remember, one of the characters were like, this is the best summer ever.
Yeah.
Probably him. I don't know. I forgot who it was.
Was it Stan who said that?
No.
Richie said that.
Overbearing mother.
Eddie said that.
Eddie.
Okay, I don't even remember that line.
Yeah. One of them.
Yeah. Ooh. God. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You want to know how much of that you got right?
How much?
Not much.
I mean, there's no way they don't go back into the sewer pipe to fight the monster. I definitely got that part right.
You got some of it right.
Yeah. I mean, it's definitely a little easier when you have the first half of the movie.
You got I'd say you got a good 30 to 45.
Yeah, that's more than I would normally get. But I figured I would. As I was saying, I'm getting something right here.
Yeah. Well, because you just saw the first movie.
Yeah.
Also, if I would have waited a couple months, I wonder how this answer would have been.
Yeah, that's a good point. Because I'm already formulating theories in my head on what's going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
Right, so
you just watched it,
Yeah.
You ready?
Yeah.
It starts immediately, obviously, because there's no break.
There's no actual break. I had to stop.
There used to be a break. You have to stop. There used to be a break, obviously, when it was on TV.
Yeah.
And then when it came out,
a couple day break, right?
Yeah. Yeah. They came out 2 days apart. And then, but on Amazon,
they put it all together.
It's just you would never know what it was. You would think it's just one 3-hour long movie.
Right.
And unless somebody told you like, oh no, but I'm just really split in half.
Yeah. I know the first scene starts with a car.
Yep. You have no choice.
Yeah, I had no choice.
It goes to the next scene.
You have to at least see the beginning of the first scene.
Just stop.
Yeah.
So our boy pulls into town. It's our boy Bill.
Okay.
He goes to his brother's grave.
Okay.
All right. He's looking at it. He's like, Georgie. God, Georgie. How could I have forgotten? He starts more coming back to him. He's like, I'm so sorry. This nigga suppressed his brother's death entirely.
Damn.
All right.
Damn.
And he looks over. Turns around, he sees Pennywise in the grave. And Pennywise has dug 7 graves.
Okay.
take your pick, Billy. And then he goes, except that one on the end. And the one on the end's already filled up. That one's already taken. I'm not afraid of you. He's like, I'm not afraid of you. And then it makes like a scary face. And he kind of jumps. And he's like, like laughs. And then he just goes, I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid. And then he finally disappears.
Okay. So there's some sort of mental. I meant to mention that in the recap. There's some sort of mental aspect to this game.
Yes.
Yeah.
Clear. Yeah. This is a mental game.
Yeah. Because
not everybody can see it.
Yeah. And then what's it called? The guy who ends up killing himself was Sam. That's not Sam. Stan. He almost gets killed downstairs because he's the most afraid of it when they're in the thing, right? Because they're like, Stan, just be calm. Stan's freaking out, and it has him, and that's when she fucking Beverly hits him with the silver thing.
No, homeboy hits him with the battery acid first.
Oh yeah, homeboy hits him with the battery acid first.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
But yeah, you're 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
It freaks him the fuck out.
Yeah.
So Bill goes to the library and he walks in and he sees like right when he walks in, there's like a nice setup for all his books and like because he's like the hometown hero,
right?
And well, obviously all of them should be clearly, right? Cover of Time magazine.
Yeah.
He'd be so fucking famous.
Comedian, cover of Time magazine.
Huge author and movie
author.
script.
Yeah.
Right,
I guess the only one is Beverly, who's not like.
Her job wouldn't be famous.
famous.
Yeah, she should be successful. But the
successful.
rest of them would be the most. It would also be talked about in the news how these three titans
were like childhood friends
out of Derry, Maine.
Yeah.
And they're titans in industry now. So, like he walks in and he sees his homie Mike and they're like, oh shit. And he's like, oh, sorry, Bill. I know I look different because he looks so old. And he's like, damn, man. He's like, not that you look different. I know you as a kid. Like in my head, you're still a kid.
Right.
You know?
Right.
And they hug and he tells him like, man, I don't remember much. I ain't going to be honest with you. I can't remember much. And then Mike's like, I don't know how you can forget. I mean, the Lucky Seven. And then right when he says that, Bill's like, the Lucky Seven. Like, fuck, you know? And then they go on a walk and they're walking through the town and they're talking. And he's like, man, while being here, all this is coming back. Like, he's like, this used to be the really poor part of town.
Yeah.
And then Mike's like, yeah, it still is. He's like, come on in. And he's like, he realized like, oh shit, Mike lives here.
Yeah, Mike is.
He's the only one of the friends who's not successful, remember?
Damn.
And the only one of the friends who didn't leave.
Damn.
So, he's like, "Oh shit, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to like disrespect."
Yeah.
And he's like, "Ah, man, it's whatever. I'm single, and the whole thing's paid for. So come on in."
Right.
It's like a really shitty place. They drink a beer and shit, and Mike's like, "Man," they're talking, and then Mike's like, "Yeah, I got something that might stimulate your memory." And he's like, "What?" And he goes into a garage. He's like, "I bought this at a pawn shop," and he pulls out Bill's old bike. He's like, "I saw it, and I had to buy it, because there's just so many memories." And Bill's like, holy shit, And right when he touches it, he remembers him riding fast as fuck and Stan on the back like, go, like fearing for his life.
Right.
Right? And then he snaps back. Okay? So we see Richie driving into town.
Okay.
All right? And he's like, oh, man. He looks up in the movie theater that they went to as a kid. It's closed down now.
Damn.
And just that reaction like, oh, damn, the movie theater's closed.
Yeah.
Like, that sucks. He's yelling, what?
That's a very relatable feeling.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, last time I went back home, I drove by our old movie theater that we used to go to as kids, and it's closed down. I was like, fuck.
Crazy.
Yeah, it's just all that we spent so much time there.
Yeah, it's crazy. Yeah, it was crazy being back at Memphis and seeing everything
different.
Either closed down or it's a different thing now.
Mm-hmm.
And that's just like, what the fuck?
Mm-hmm.
So
things really just move on without you.
Oh, they sure do. They shouldn't. we see Richie driving into town, right? And he's yelling, and then he looks up at the movie theater as he's driving. He sees the one side, and he's looking back and seeing like the other side, and it's written like where the movie would be. It's written Richie's like date of birth, and then the day he dies, which is like that day.
Oh damn!
And he's like, he hears, he's like, what the fuck? And he keeps driving, and then he gets to the motherfucking library, right? And he gets to the library and he's asking for Mike, right? And they're like, oh, Mike just left. He just left with Bill. Bill just came and he just left with him. He's like, all right, well, he's freaking out. He's like, I'm gonna wait here and until he gets back. And he's like all like nervous. And then he hears beep, 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 Richie. I didn't hear that. Come on up, Richie. And he looks up and you see in the library is Pennywise on the top, right?
Yeah.
And he's like, I got a balloon for you. He's like, don't you want one? And Richie's like, it's not real. It's not real. One balloon not enough, Richie? Try a bunch. And then the whole fucking library is filled with balloons.
Right.
Library's full of people.
Right.
And everybody else is just going about their day.
Right. So they don't see it.
The little balloons start popping, and there's blood inside all of them.
Ooh.
So it's squirting on all these people who are just reading
Right.
on the computer.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, just not even.
Just don't give a fuck.
That is like, that would be a mind fuck, dude.
Yeah.
Because that is just drive you crazy shit.
Right. That is because like you can't now you can't react super big because who's good? That's unbelievable.
But to you, it's so real.
Exactly.
It's like,
Ugh.
so he
And unsettling to watch people covered in blood just reading.
and you're like, oh my
reading
God.
books covered in blood and
Just turning the page, licking their fingers.
Oh.
You're like, what the fuck? So he goes, get out before the dark tonight, Richie. You're too old to stop me. You're all too old. And then you see Richie run the fuck out of there.
Okay.
All right. Cut to Bill's fixing up the bike, and he fixes it all the way up, and they start riding it together and just like laughing, remembering old times.
Right.
And it's like cuts of them back when they were kids, him and Mike hanging riding the bike,
Yeah.
to that, like, and they're just having this good time, right? And then Mike pulls out a stack of cards,
Okay.
and he goes, you know what these are for? And he's like, bicycle cards always make the best noise. It's like, to put them in your
Right.
bike to make
Make
that
it sound
sound.
like that.
And when he goes to grab them, they fall out the thing, and they all have the It Clown on them.
Damn.
And they both just look at each other like, oh, fuck. Cut to, we see John Ritter pulling in.
Okay.
John Ritter! R.I.P.,
JR.
dog. God, legends die, man. But they never die, though. They never die.
Legends never die.
We're talking about them right now.
That's what it says on the liquor store near us. Remember?
Right next to Kobe.
Right next to Kobe. Legends
Yep.
never die. Okay. Admittedly, pretty terrible Kobe. But
Yeah, his face is fat. It's like, why would his face be fat?
It's like if it's instead of someone, it was like that mirror. That mural was painted by someone who had never seen Kobe, and then they were given a picture of Jared Dudley, and they were like, "This is Kobe."
If you ever wonder what we're talking about and you live in Los Angeles, it's on the corner of Riverton and Magnolia.
Yeah, the Riverton liquor store.
Riverton Liquor Store, corner of Riverton Magnolia. You literally can't miss it. It's the gigantic mural of Kobe Bryant.
Yeah. But Jared Dudley.
But you're also going to look at it and be like,
That's
look at
Jared
Jared Dudley with a Kobe Bryant jersey on.
It said legends never die. A lot of crazy things happening.
Crazy things happening. Well, okay, I guess. I guess Kobe, yeah, he got the jersey on.
Yeah.
I guess it's Jared Dudley owns this liquor store. But shout out to John Ritter, bro. True legend.
Yeah, truly.
So you see him handling business on the back, and he's like getting pulled in like a limo. He's handling business.
Right.
And he looks up, and he sees he's passing the forest area, like that they went to a lot when they were kids. And he's like, hey, pull over here and just wait for me. And he goes off, and when he goes off, he remembers like the bullies chasing him, like him running for his life. And he looks up, and he sees a fat kid in real time getting chased and like bullies, and they push him, and they're bullying him, but they're kind of clearly kind of cool with him because they're like, you're it now, Porky, and they keep running and laughing.
Right.
And he falls, and his knee hurts. And Ritter comes up. He's like, you all right, man? He's like, yeah. And he like helps him with his knee. He's like, hang it tough, champ. And the kid runs off, and he kind of smiles. And then he snaps back to when he was a kid, and he's looking out on the lake, seeing his dad, And then he looks up, and he sees that skeleton that grabbed him out on that lake.
Right.
Can't wait to get you down here, Ben. And he's like, the fuck up, it's in my mind. It's in my mind. And he takes off and he runs back upstairs, right? And on the ride, he's like, it's in my mind. It was in my mind. They're driving, and he looks on the road and hitchhiking is Pennywise holding balloons. Like, like laughing.
Right.
And he's like, what the fuck? And he like follows it with his eyes. And then when he turns back around, there's a balloon in the car.
Damn.
And it says, turn back now.
Damn.
Pennywise is scary, fool. It's all mental.
Yeah.
That's why it's scary, because it's not it's mental.
Yeah.
And that's why I told you why Get Out scared me so much.
Because
It was mental. It was like hypnosis.
what's it called? Oh my God. Sunken place.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's mental. It has nothing to do with the physical. And
Right.
it's
Right.
like,
He's just stuck there in his mind.
This is the same thing in my head of like you're trapped. And like you said, you can't react.
Yeah. You can't react. You just have to. Yeah.
So you're pretty much going crazy, yes?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm curious like I said, maybe it's not that big of a deal. I'm curious as to why he's just not. Why he's playing the game with them and straight up killing other kids.
So.
Mm-hmm.
The cut to, we see our boy Eddie pulling into town.
Okay.
All right. And he's remembered, like he goes to a drugstore that he went to as a kid, is still there. And he remembers getting his inhaler as a kid. And the old doctor telling him, like, he pulls him aside, like, let me talk to you, Eddie. And he tells him, like, hey, I know nobody else is going to say this to you, and I'm going to tell you. You're not sick. You don't need this inhaler. This is your mother. Because he's got the overbearing mother.
Oh, yeah, she's got
and he's like,
shit.
I'm telling you right now. He's like, you don't have asthma.
Yeah.
Like, it's in your head. But he tells him, he's like, I'm going to give you, but like, if you hit this and the more you do it, the more you're going to, like, he tells him, like, the more it's going to be in your head that you're actually sick and you have asthma and you can't do things.
Right.
That's what he was telling him. He's like, don't let her tell you that you're sick all the time.
Right.
You're not. Right? And Eddie, of course, he's a little kid. He's like, I am sick. I have asthma. You don't know. Because he's like, fuck you. And the doctor's just like, here you go, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm just an old man doctor.
Yeah. And obviously, you're not going to not believe your mom.
Yep.
Yeah.
But this also, I guess that it's really just for your older when you realize, like, oh, wow.
My mom's a dick.
And that guy was just trying to help.
Yeah.
So.
Oh, also, real quick, this was something you got wrong in the first episode. He doesn't live with his mom still as an adult. He lives with a woman that's like his mom. You know how Beverly ends, because they're clearly different people. Because the woman he lives with is young. She's not old.
You're right.
Yeah. It's like Beverly. How Beverly ended up with someone like her dad. He ended up like someone like his mom.
You're going to see later why I thought it was his mom.
Okay.
There's a reason why I thought you're going to be like, oh, that's why I thought it was his mom.
Yeah.
You'll see why in a second.
Okay.
Because I remember this, but that's why.
Yeah.
And now you're like, oh, fuck, you're right.
Yeah. Because
I meant something else.
But
when he says it, you'll see what I mean. Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're right. You're totally right.
Because I was like, damn, his mom got hotter over time and younger.
But she's just the same person.
She's the same person. It's like Beverly.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So, good fucking point.
Mm-hmm.
So, cut to him as an adult. Like, he remembers this as he's walking in.
Yeah.
You know, that he doesn't need the inhaler. Cut to him as an adult, and he's still buying it. And he, like, feels bad because he's like, fuck.
Damn.
That guy was right. Like, and now I'm just
in this mental prison.
Mm-hmm. So, as he's buying it, he hears an old man in the back, and the guy at the front's like, Dad, will you go calm down back there or whatever? And he's like, is that Mr. Keen? And he goes back, and it's the old man. Right. And now he's, like, really old. He's kind of got, like, dementia. He's like, hey, it's me. It's Eddie. Do you remember me? Mr. Keen, I just wanted to thank you for trying to tell me the truth way back when. I really appreciated it. I'm sorry I didn't listen. You know? Mm-hmm. And then right then, the old man looks at him and he goes, it's all in your head, Sonny. And he's like, yeah, that's right. You remember me. That's what you said. It was all in my head. It's all in my head. And then right then the guy grabs him and his hand's like a creepy old mummy looking hand.
Yeah.
You know? He's like, what the fuck? Right? And then it's the old man. He's like, get out of Derry while you can, girly boy. And the old man goes back to, it's all in your head, Sonny. It's all, and he's just like,
oh, fuck. God damn, Pennywise.
It's the way he fucks with you so personal.
Yeah, it's a lot. He took control or pretended to be this old guy that you respect.
Yeah.
It's wild.
For a moment.
Yeah, oh.
So, Beverly pulls into town.
Right.
And she goes to her old house.
Okay.
She walks up to the door, and on the doorbell it still says Marsh. You know, she's like, wow. She rings the doorbell. An old lady answers. She's like, hi, I'm looking for my father. And then the old lady's like, oh, honey, I'm sorry. I have to be the one to tell you this, but your father died 5 years ago. And she's like, fuck, damn. I didn't, she wasn't. Yeah. She was like, I didn't even. She wasn't. Wasn't trying to call him, but damn, I didn't know that's crazy. Yeah. And then she's like, oh, honey, oh my God. And then she looks at back at the thing, and it doesn't say Marsh. It says Kirsch. Like she saw in her head that it said Marsh.
Right.
And then the lady's like, oh, honey, come on in. So she goes in, she goes to the bathroom, and she sees that sink, and it scares the shit out of her. Right. And she's like, fuck. And then her and the old woman sit down, and they drink, and they start having tea. And the old lady's like, well, drink your tea while it's hot, sweetie. And she drinks it. And then she looks down, and Beverly's tea is just a cup of blood. She's like, what the fuck? And she drops it. Shatters everywhere. And the old lady's like, oh, I'll get it, dear. And she's looking, and the old lady starts cleaning it up, and she's looking at the old lady like, it did say Marsh. It did say Marsh on the doorbell. And the old lady's like, oh, honey, don't worry. We all float down here. We all float.
This is in the It 2 trailer for the new one.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Yeah.
That's that scene.
Yeah.
That grandma's creepy, dude.
That grandma's
when she
insane.
looks up, she's got the fucked up teeth and she's creepy.
That was a
fuck.
genuinely scary moment in the theaters. I remember being like, "Damn, it too looks fucking crazy."
Woo, right? Yeah. I remember that moment. Hell yeah! I was like, "This is fucking turned up, nigga." But then you watch it. If you like, oh, this was. I can't imagine seeing this in 1990.
Like, oh, this was that scene.
Yeah. But yeah, in 1990, this would have been like, oh.
Yeah.
So, you're not real. You're not real, right? And then the old lady turns into a creepy zombie version of her dad.
Right.
Come here, honey. We all float, right? And then she's like, you're not real. She runs out the house, and she turns back, and it's just Pennywise standing at the door, and he's laughing, right? And then she looks up at the whole house, and it's completely boarded up and abandoned.
Yeah, it's dilapidated, and damn.
And she's just like, bro, I wouldn't be able to, because I would just be like, bro, I don't know what's real.
Yeah, how do you fight this thing? How do you fight this thing?
I don't know what's real, fool.
How do you fight it?
So, cut to, you see Bill's, remember Bill's wife? Remember the lady who didn't want him to go?
Yeah, Audra.
Audra, yes.
Yeah.
She's complaining to the guy about the movie, whoever like the producer is or some dude at the studio. You know what I'm saying? Like a top guy who's like, where the fuck is he? He's supposed to be writing this thing. You know, and she's like, oh, don't worry. And then he tells her, well, you better, because she's like, hey, I might have to go check on him. I'm so worried about him. He left in like a panic. And he tells her like, I'm a friend, but don't turn, like some Hollywood shit. I'll be a violent enemy and I'll sue you guys. You're both going to finish this project that you signed up to do.
Right.
Like, I don't give a fuck he's saying studio shit.
Yeah, he's saying Hollywood stuff.
Which is crazy that they do that.
Yeah, well, it's you know, at the end of the day, a lot of Hollywood, it's more about them than the interpersonal connection.
Oh, than a person being a human being going through some shit.
Yeah, it's more about like, I don't give a fuck.
I paid you already.
Yeah.
I gave you this much advance. This is what we paid you for.
Mm-hmm.
Who gives a fuck that everyone is dying in your husband's town?
The show must go on.
Show must go on. And it's true. Other than when COVID happens. And then the show stops.
Right. But it's going on underground illegally somewhere.
Yeah, and then randomly in like Alabama and stuff.
Yeah.
Like very legally. You know,
yeah,
like,
and the movies are still being shot.
Yep. Some places.
Mm-hmm.
Not everywhere.
Not everywhere. Here, they got.
But
a
not like
going
large.
No,
but I say what movies are you talking about? Like no big budget pictures.
Well, no, all the big budget pictures have their own like bubbles and whatever.
That's the only way they're going.
Yeah.
And then TV shows are still fucked right now, like large ones. They canceled a lot of them.
Yeah.
Did they cancel the Goldbergs? That's a doing well show.
They did cancel the Goldbergs. Was the Goldbergs on the edge of cancellation before that even though?
It was. I mean, I know it's one of the top shows on ABC.
Damn, and they're struggling for top shows.
I mean, do they have nothing?
Yeah, God, I don't know a single ABC show.
So that's why I'm like, there's no way COVID. They're not just bleeding like a gutted pig.
Yeah, it's gonna be a lot of animated shows.
Yeah, and smaller independent, kind of smaller budget things, I think. Or smaller casted things, at least. So you don't have to have that many people.
Yeah, a lot of Zoom shows.
A lot of Zoom shows.
There's definitely going to be a Zoom show for sure.
Oh, hell yeah. Somebody's making it right now, for sure.
Friends, but Zoom.
And it's like highly produced. It's going to be overly produced. And you're like, well, this is not even funny.
Well, all network shows are overly produced.
Yeah.
No network show looks real.
A network show is anything on television, right?
Yeah. Like ABC, Fox, they all look kind of fake now.
I would say modern.
FX is not a network show.
Okay.
Now, by network, I mean the big four: CBS, NBC, Fox.
That's a network. Those are the only network shows.
Yeah, that's
so like TNT and TBS and all that. No, those aren't.
Those are cable shows. I wouldn't call them network shows. That's how I would distinguish it. I don't know what the actual distinction.
That's what you're saying. Because I was curious.
That's my distinction. When I say network,
you're
shows,
talking about the four big dogs.
The big four networks.
Okay.
Yeah, the four original networks, whatever the fuck, and then the rest are just like TNT. That's a show on cable.
Even Modern Family is overly produced looking.
Yeah, but
it's just fun. It's just very well written.
It's just very funny. And then I think when it started, it kind of wasn't because you could just be like, oh, that's a upper class family and that's how they live.
Yeah.
You know, I never saw what it looked like towards the end, but
The Office and Parks and Rec was like the last great look of like, oh man, it's not overly done.
Mm-hmm.
They look. I mean, they're in an office. They're in a small towns.
They're in a small town government.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're right. Everything else.
It just looks bad. None of it looks real.
Looks terrible.
It looks terrible because it's like, oh, we're a random family in Chicago, or like random family in, let's say, just some random city in Illinois, right? Not a big city. Definitely doesn't look like that.
Yeah, we're all beautiful looking.
We're all beautiful, and everything's so clean.
Yeah.
And everyone lives in a house that can't be described. Like, how do you afford that with your job?
That's why like a show like Married with Children was so good. It's like it was regular people. Like Al Bundy looks like a regular guy. Peggy's like a, you know what I mean? She looks hot, but you know what I'm saying? She's normal looking. The kids are normal looking.
Yeah.
His neighbors are normal looking. You're right. The house. I'm just thinking about that. The house that they live in.
It's like a house someone would live in.
It's a house someone would live in.
Yeah. Not everyone has this clean, immaculate house.
No.
With solid colors everywhere.
No. That's ridiculous.
Mm-hmm. Not everyone's gorgeous. Dude, I was watching that Lucifer on Netflix.
How is it awesome? Is it amazing? Is it the devil?
He is the devil. He makes sure to mention that he's the devil.
Isn't he like a devil who's like also a mechanic or something?
No, he owns a club. He owns a nightclub.
Oh, he's a devil who sells ecstasy or something.
No, he's a devil who got tired of living in hell. So he's like, I'm going to leave hell and I'm going to open a nightclub.
And be a bad boy.
Be a bad boy. Yeah, and tell every single person he's the devil. He mentions that he's the devil. He always talks about himself in the third person, which is fucking weird. Not always, but you know what I mean? He sometimes mentions himself in the third person, which you get over yourself.
Get over yourself.
And everyone's just hot as shit in that show, too.
Oh, yeah. He's hot on the cover.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
So I'd imagine it looks like a CW show where everyone's just immaculately beautiful.
It's a little different than CW shows because CW shows, the women have like huge tits.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, and this one I would say the girls are like still like they're the more slender hot. They're the West Hollywood hot where you're just skinny.
Oh, the girls that you see on network TV.
Yes. CW, at least CW has some like women with bodies.
I like that.
Yeah.
Nice titties.
Yeah.
But everyone's beautiful on CW shows.
Yes.
Like, there's no fat person.
No, I don't think so.
No, I mean, like, there's a fat friend, but I'm saying there's not,
like
fat people
like
all over.
Like a regular fat guy.
No, like, walking around. Like, you know, like, let's say, like, The Flash, right? You're watching the scene, they walk into a coffee shop.
Right.
Everyone in the coffee shop's gorgeous. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
You're not going to see what you would see, which is some lard in the corner.
Yeah.
Just eating.
Or just some.
And I'm talking about a woman, not a man.
Yeah. Or just some, like, regular Chinese dude.
Yeah, and he's not hot. He's
just
not
a regular Chinese.
He's not like the ugliest guy ever. He's just like, oh, you wouldn't even notice him.
Yeah. No,
literally everyone in the corner looks like somebody from Fast and Furious. But they're like, and these are extras. That's when I'm like, that's when the show's overly done to me. Like, all right, I get it, the main actors are hot. The camera's on them. Right. I get angles. I am not an idiot. Why the fuck why do the people walking on the subway also need to be, everyone's a 10?
Yeah.
You know, that's why, like, when you watch a good movie, like the new Joker movie, the extras are regular looking people.
Well, that's what happens when you, like, when everything's run by marketing people instead of creative people. They're like, well, hot people sell more, so let's just make everyone hot.
Oh, that's right, because it's all numbers.
It's all numbers.
Hot people sell.
Yeah, it's not.
Sex sells.
It's not. Oh, and you know that during Lucifer because the way they talk about sex is like, oh, no one talks about sex like that. But you just keep bringing up sex. And, like, you know what I mean? It's just weird.
That's weird as fuck.
It's weird.
Good show?
I mean, I watched an episode and a half.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I watched the first
22.
episode. Hour. I watched the first episode and I was
hour
like,
long.
I watch 40 minutes. It's network.
But that's when you're over 30, you're an hour.
Yeah. I watched the first episode and I got halfway through the second episode. I was like, oh, they're all just gonna kind of be like this. Yeah. But you know what I mean? I will say this. There's no sexiness in the sex. It's all blunt. It's all like, we're having sex now.
Oh,
it's like
gross.
That. There's no like.
Oh, I'm into this sex because I'm into the character development and why they're having sex. And this is hot.
There's no that dance.
The dance.
There's
yes.
no dance. There's just like, we're having sex. And
now.
I'm the devil and I have sex.
Look at this body.
Yeah,
look at your body.
I have sex. You have a lot of sex and we should have sex. It's like, I mean.
Did I mention I'm the devil?
Yeah, did I mention the devil? And I'm going to use the word sex again. It's like, I mean, yes, that's how you get sex, but also there's also a little more like
nuance.
Sometimes it's like, hey, let's have sex.
He sounds like a rapist.
It's not. Well, it's debatable because he has like these magical powers that sort of everyone falls for, but that's kind of part of who.
Does he fuck dudes too?
No, of course not.
No, wait a minute. Of course not. He's the devil.
Of course not. It's network TV. Your main audience is middle America. You're not gonna have a hot guy fuck.
Why
dudes.
wouldn't the devil fuck dudes?
He's not gonna fuck dudes.
But in middle America, that's who the devil is.
No, but he's like
gay people.
But he's like a devil who's becoming nice.
So he wouldn't be gay because that's wrong.
Yeah.
So you're saying basically middle America is like even the devil's not a faggot.
Yes.
That's what you're telling me?
Yeah.
Absolutely. My devil ain't no queer.
Absolutely. Well, you know what? I've only watched an episode and a half. But he doesn't seem to even try to fuck dudes, if I'm being honest.
I think that's a huge missed opportunity.
No, but you're talking about a show. You're trying to make the show good. That's not...
interesting.
Yeah, what do you... Stop.
Okay.
This is Fox.
Okay.
You're trying to show beautiful people and sell ads.
All right.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah. You know how the uproar would be if the number one show on network TV was a guy who was fucking dudes?
It'd be pretty cool.
But you
get a lot of numbers.
Kind of, and then kind of no at the same time.
Every gay person will watch, so kind of yeah.
Yeah, but all the vast majority of gay people live in cities where no one has cable anymore.
No, but they'd watch though.
I mean, they'd have to find a way to stream it, and it wouldn't look
Netflix.
But what I'm saying, when it came out, it was on Netflix.
Oh wait, I thought this was my bad. I thought this was a Netflix show.
No, Lucifer was on Fox.
I thought you were saying it looked like.
Oh no, Lucifer was
Okay, my bad.
Yeah,
I'm thinking we're talking about like this is what it reminds you of.
Right.
My bad.
No.
That's on me. That's why I was like, oh no, I mean,
No,
Netflix fucked up.
Oh yeah, no. Netflix.
This is not a Netflix. Netflix is just making the bag.
No, Netflix has dudes fucking dudes all the time.
That's what I'm saying. That's in my head. I was like, well, that's good shows.
Yeah.
Game of Thrones, dudes fuck dudes.
Sense8, dudes are fucking dudes. Yeah, it doesn't matter. It does. This was a network show.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Mm-hmm.
My bad. I thought this was a failed Netflix show.
No.
Which they also have.
No. Yeah, they do have, but I wouldn't describe this as failed either way because it got to
No, it's not failed. I get my
one.
bad. Bad.
Yeah.
Is that a better word?
Yes, definitely. Yes, it would be.
I'm sure they don't like that word.
For network shows, this is not bad. For a Netflix show, this is a terrible show.
Yeah. How do we get here?
Dude, I don't know, but if I'm listening, I'd be so fucking mad right now.
Yo, because you were here for a Halloween episode.
Yeah.
And you're fucking, but guess what? We get to do what the fuck we want, bro.
We were talking about Lucifer, which, is the devil. Halloween.
Is that not spooky as fuck?
Spooky, scary skeletons. Okay.
Spooky, scary beanatons.
Ooh, nice.
Thank you.
Where were we? I don't even know.
Hollywood.
Oh,
That's how we got there. I just
yeah.
looked and I was like, oh, wow, that was a crazy side. I let that sidetrack us a lot.
Yeah. Okay, so
Hollywood guy
agent is
talking shit.
Is being all Hollywood.
Bah. I'm Hollywood piece of shit.
Right.
Eddie walks into the restaurant. Remember, that's where we were. They were all seeing each other.
Right.
Eddie walks into the restaurant and he sees Ben. Like, he walks to this Chinese restaurant. He sees Ben. He's like, Haystack? What happened to the rest of you? And he's like, I lost it, baby. And they hug. And then Richie, and then Bill walks in and Mike walks in. And they're like, oh, shit. They all hug. And then Richie walks in and he sees them all hugging. And he panics and runs to the bathroom.
Right.
Right? And he's like, oh, shit. Get it together, Richie. Get it fucking together. Oh, get it together. Cut to you see him walking up. Beep, beep. What's up, fellas? And he's like cracking jokes like he's fine.
Right.
And it's like, oh, these guys are going through it.
Yeah.
So right then, Beverly walks in and she sees them all. And she's like, wow, what a handsome bunch of old men. And she passes out. And they're like, oh, Bev. And then she wakes up and she's like, oh, my God. And she sees them all like for real. She's like, oh, my God, I saw y'all. And that just, everything hit me like
a train.
Like a train. Just, I couldn't even keep my feet. And they're like, it's okay. And she's like, oh, Ben. She hugs him. She's like, I'm so proud of you. You've been doing so great. And whoop-de-whoop, right?
Right.
And he's like, thank you. That's a John Ritter guy. And then she sees, Eddie. And then she sees Bill. Beth. They immediately start making out.
Really? Crazy.
So there goes that theory.
Right. Yeah. There's that.
Did you forget that Bill was
I know she liked Bev. I know they liked each other, but I thought it was gonna be like,
Well, actually, no. Bill never liked her. Remember, as a kid, Bill never shows any interest. She likes him.
They stare at each other.
Yeah, they do.
They stare at each other, bro. They like each other.
The first person to acknowledge it is her.
Yeah, she likes him more like immediately and right off the bat.
But you're right. At the end, he does come around.
He likes her.
Yeah.
even in that scene.
There's energy here.
Yes.
And it makes sense that they saw each other. And she saw, but she saw him and was like, Bill.
Yeah.
So they all start talking about like how they saw, right? Like they just saw Pennywise. They all did. And how he's chipping away at us and whoop de whoop and like, why would he be doing this? Why wouldn't he just kill us? And they go, somebody's like, I think he's afraid. He's got to be afraid. He's telling us all to leave. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's scared of something.
Okay.
Okay. So, but Eddie's like, man, how come I can't remember anything? Like, I can't. And they're all like, man, I don't know what it was either. It was hard for me to remember anything. There was like this fog on my brain. And Eddie's like trying to remember, and then it starts coming back to him, and he sees kind of Pennywise in his head, and he just starts crying because he's like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, this was
fuck. Okay, because he didn't see him. Everybody else saw him. He just saw the old man's turn into like a hang. Like he didn't actually see him. So he was like, I can't even remember what he looks like.
Right.
So they start talking. And right then they go, hey, speaking of Stan, where's Stan? And they're like, yeah, where the fuck is Stan? And somebody's like, oh, man, he better not have faked on us. And Richie's like, yeah, bro, that's not cool if he faked on us. And Bill's like, oh, well, I don't think he will. And Mike's like, no, I talked to him. I'm pretty sure he's coming.
Right.
Like he said, he seemed reluctant, but I don't think he's going to leave us. I'm pretty sure he's coming.
Right.
And then Bill goes, well, I think we should go on without him. And Richie's like, whoa, go on where? What do you mean go on? He's like, go on and fucking defeat this fucking thing. Right? And Richie's like, whoa, let's take just a break for a second. Like, I just saw you guys. Can we just relax and have a good time? Like, the Losers Club, please. Can we just see each other? Can we drink? And then they're all looking at each other like, cut to they drink, like full montage of them drinking, laughing, getting drunk. You know what I'm saying? Just having a good-ass time.
Right.
Like, just talking about memories and what's going on with it. Just having a great time, right?
Just chilling.
cut to now, like in the middle of the conversation, they're talking about Henry Bowers, the bully.
Okay.
And they're talking about how Mike says, man, he's up at the, like, whatever mental jail, like the mental hospital for, like, criminals.
Oh, damn.
You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know, because you guys know he confessed to all the murders of all those kids.
Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck.
You know? And then somebody's like, Eddie's like, I don't feel bad for him at all, man. Fuck that. And they're like, yeah, Richard's like, yeah, he was going to literally kill us all in that sewer.
Yeah, he was.
He was going to, like, fuck that guy.
He was.
You know? And then Bill's like, yeah, but you remember his hair was all white? And he told everybody that he saw a clown and you know, that but nobody believed that. But the moment he said that he killed the kids, everybody believed that. And they just ran with that. And they're like, oh, like, yeah, man, nobody didn't believe that part.
He kind of did get fucked.
Yeah.
He didn't kill anybody.
Didn't kill anybody.
He didn't kill anyone.
But he went down there, too. That's why I get Eddie be like,
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, fuck that dude.
Yeah.
So, cut to the mental hospital.
Okay.
You see Henry laying there just asleep in his cot. Henry Bowers, up here. He looks up. It is the moon.
Oh, Jesus.
The literal moon on some Sokka's X shit.
Jesus.
Like, this nigga's the moon, bro.
Jesus.
And he's like, of course, Henry's like, this is the
Right.
fucking thing that fucked me up, man.
Yeah, there's the moon now.
Yeah, he's the moon.
Yeah.
And he goes, Henry, you helped me once. We almost got him. Remember, Henry? We almost got him. But now we got to go back. We got to finish the job, Henry. Go to Derry. Kill them all. Kill them all, Henry. Kill them all for me. Kill them. And Henry's like, kill them all. Like, you know what I mean? Like, oh,
Right.
shit, oh, shit, oh, shit. So cut to that Chinese restaurant that they're at. The lady brings out all the fortune cookies.
Okay.
And Richie says, like, hey, this was fun, a great time, but I'm leaving in the morning. Like, I'm never coming back to this town. This is the last time you guys are ever going to see me. And they're like, yo, Richie, we're all scared, but, like, you can't fucking, like, leave us like that, you know?
Right.
And then Eddie's like, man, well, like, I don't know what you guys are talking about, but I don't want to go back to that sewer. Like, what are we really talking about here? I thought we were just coming back to, like, talk about, like, I didn't know what the real plan was. And now they all start arguing on, like, wait, what are we actually fucking here to do?
Yeah.
And then Mike gets up and goes, hey, we made a promise to come back. I called, you all came back. So wherever this goes from here, I have no expectations from any of you. Like, you know, like,
That's fair. They
like, let's
wasn't
not
like,
fight.
let's come back and fight this. They were
No,
like, let's just come back.
The promise was come back. You came back. He said everybody in this room, as far as I'm concerned, paid their debt. This was your obligation.
Right.
You know? So they all grab their fortune cookies and they open them, and nigga, blood pops out, cockroaches and eyeballs in one.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they're all like, what the fuck? And they, you know, they hear the, and they just take off running.
Right.
They all get the fuck out of there. So they get to like a library, right? They get to the library, and they're all called Mike's trying to get Stan on the phone.
Right.
Right. And you see Bev sitting there, and she's remembering cleaning all the blood off the bathroom. Right. She's like, and like when she was a kid.
Right.
Cut to, she's trying to clean all the blood off of her hands because blood split out of her fortune cookie.
Right.
And she's just like going obsessive, like going crazy, you know? So you see Richie is going off about how Stan didn't show up, and he's not like in a mean way. He's just cracking jokes, making fun of him.
Right.
Like, right, and everybody's laughing, and they're all like, you know, they're all having a good time. And then finally, Mike, he's on hold, and he's laughing. He goes, oh, hello? Stan, hey. Wait, hello? What? And he looks at him, and they're all like,
What the fuck? Yeah.
and he goes, thank you. Thank you. Hangs up. Stan's dead. They're all like, the fuck you talking about?
Yeah.
You know? And he's like, apparently the shit fucks Mike up. He goes, apparently he cut his wrist in the bathtub right after I phoned him. And then they're all like, oh shit.
Real.
We're back.
Yeah.
We are like,
And this
now.
can reach us from our homes.
Yeah, and like exactly, like, there is no,
We have to deal with this problem.
we have to deal with it. Yes,
Yeah.
this is like, our best friend's fucking,
Dead.
when our kid, one of our best friends is dead, dude.
Yeah.
Like, he killed himself. Like, he chose to kill himself, which means what the fuck?
Yeah.
So, you see, Bill remembers Pennywise at the graves and what he said.
Right.
And, like, it hits him like, this fucking clown, bro. You know? And then he goes, man, Bill goes, I remember something. I remember how Stan, after everything we went through in the sewer and everything that happened before, he still never thought the clown was real. After all that, and they're like, yeah, he didn't. He's like, I don't know why I blocked it out. I remember that. He's like, and then I remember it was never real to him until that afternoon in August. Cut to, you see Bill on a bike. Kid Bill, he's just riding his bike all happy.
Right.
And you see, he goes, and I saw Stan, and he was running through the park. He was running like something was after him, you know? And he goes, I saw nothing that day, but he kept looking back and was running, and he hopped on my bike. And remember that scene?
Right.
Go, 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 go. And you see Bill like, okay. And he's just riding, and you see him like, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it's like I never, he goes, and I remember when we got to the crib, and it took hours for him to calm down. You see Stan like rocking back and forth crying. And Bill's like, calm down, it's okay. Like, as kids,
right.
It's okay, it's okay. And he goes, finally, he told me he was down on Nankin Road, like Nankin Park, watching the birds. And you see kids stand watching the birds with his Boy Scout stuff on.
Right.
And he hears, Stan. He's like, Stan. And he turns and he sees this big house.
Right.
He's like, what the fuck? And he goes to it. And Bill's like, I remember he told me he didn't mean to go in, but he couldn't help it.
Right.
The voice kept calling him, Stanley, Stan. He opens the door, he goes in the house, and the door just slams shut behind him. Boom. And he tries to open it, it's locked. And you see something walking down the stairs. You can't see what it is, but it's walking, it's getting closer, it's closer. And you see like it's in clown shit.
Yeah.
And it looks up, and it's a clown, but the head of like a mummy.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And he's like, what the fuck? And he says, I remember Stan told me he panicked so hard that all he could do, the only thing he had the strength to do was hold out his book that he had, which was his bird watching book. Mm-hmm. And he just started listing all the birds he knew because that's what his brain told him to do.
Damn.
And you see the kid, him going, you know, redbird, this, that, like just listen to all these birds, mannequin, this bird, this bird. And the fucking mummy kind of looks at him and it kind of backs up, right? And he looks at it and he turns around and pulls the door and it opens and he just takes off running.
Right.
All right? And that's when he ran to
him,
yeah.
Bill.
So Eddie is like, I remember this now. I do remember this. He talked to me about this. He said that he's never going to be the same again because he looked in his deadlights. He said, I looked in his deadlights. And I remember when he told me when I looked in his deadlights, Eddie, I wanted to be dead too.
Damn.
This is when they were kids.
Yeah.
You know, and they're like, oh, fuck. And then Eddie's like, I need a drink. And he opens up the little fridge in the library, and when they open up the fridge, 1,000 balloons come out.
Damn, there's no break.
You can't get away from this nigga,
Can't get away from Pennywise.
And this nigga's like, you know, you see all the balloons come out, and then they look in the fridge, and you just see Stan's severed head. And he's like, hey, guys. And he starts talking mad shit to him.
Damn.
Like, how's your last boyfriend, Beverly? Like, laughing and shit.
Right.
You know, how's your love life going, Eddie? Like, laughing and, like, all that shit, right?
Right.
And they're all just, like, looking at each other like, what the fuck? And he says, I made them look in my deadlights. I made them all look in my deadlights. Mm-hmm. And they all get lost. They all float. They all float down here.
Damn.
So the library goes black, right? And you see books start flying everywhere. Like a full storm in the library, pretty much. And they literally, bro, they just all lock hands. And they like you see them all like get close and like calm themselves down. And then everything kind of
calms down.
Stops.
Right.
Right? And they run the fuck out of there. Back at the prison.
Okay.
Henry sees his old dead friend Belch pop up from under his bed.
Oh, yeah. I remember Belch dying.
And he's like, Henry, what's up? You got to pay him back, Henry. You got to go back to Derry. I need you, Henry. You can get them if they believe in me or not. You can get them no matter what, Henry. They can't run from you.
Damn.
All right? So he goes, Henry's like, I can't get out, though. I can't get out. There are wires on the windows. I'll take out the guard, Henry. Don't worry about that. You just handle it. And he hands him his pocket knife.
Okay.
From when he was a kid. Lead the way, Henry. And Henry gets up and he starts just walking towards the guards. Mm-hmm. Right? And the guards are like, all right, dog meat, what are you doing? Sit down or I'm going to bounce your head off the floor. You know what I mean?
Right.
And then the guard like looks up and you see this huge clown drop down. Poof. And the clown, bro, has the head of a Rottweiler.
Oh,
and it eats this nigga.
Jesus.
Fade to black.
Jesus.
You don't see it either. You just know that's what happens.
Right.
So the gang, they get to another place, right? They get to a hotel. Mm-hmm. And Mike says how, man, there were so many killings. Like, since I've been here, like, doing all this research on it, like, there's been so many killings. And I think about, like, he starts thinking about, like, remember that research he did as a kid?
Right.
About how they found out who Pennywise was?
Yeah.
And he's like, man, it's crazy that it's been 30 years. Because if you go through all that history, it was a 30-year gap on all of that stuff.
Okay.
Like, what the fuck is going on?
The dude eats, hibernates for 30 years, comes back.
So Michael, they go, Mike, as a kid, remember the teacher, when you gave that report, she acted like she didn't even know what was going on. Like, she didn't know that every 30 years, kids just
die
by the fuckload.
Right.
You know? And she's like, the teachers didn't care. And they're like, yeah, none of the adults wanted to know. Nobody ever wanted to know. And they go, yep. And then they're like, man. And then Mike's like, I knew that this was him when I found this. And he holds up the picture he found of Georgie in the beginning of the movie.
Right.
The first one. Right? And he's like, and Mike's like, this isn't an accident. This can't be. We're we can defeat him.
Right.
We clearly have something
that he
can't kill.
Yeah.
Because look at all of our lives. He goes, none of us have kids. None of us have relationships. None of us, he goes, all of you are extremely successful because you left Derry. I stayed and nothing happened. Right? Something's something's going on. Like, all of you left and forgot.
Right.
And I remembered it all.
Right.
You know?
So something is happening.
And then he goes, I stayed. And then that's when Bill realizes, he goes, you had to stay. You are our lighthouse. We needed you to get back. Oh, damn. I thought that was a good line.
That's a good line.
Because it's like, oh, it makes so much, because it's like, without one person there.
Makes him like, damn, you're even though you're not that successful, you're as important to our stories.
That's what he was trying to say. It's like, oh, this is why this all happened. We needed one person to stay.
And keep an eye out for us.
So, and let us know when it was time to come back.
Right.
So, cut back to, you see Bill's girl. Mm-hmm. What's her name? Audra pulling into town.
Oh, shit.
All right. Mm-hmm. And she stops at a gas station to get directions.
Right.
And the dude's like giving her directions, but he's being kind of weird. And then he looks at her and he's normal, but he's weird. And then he goes, hey, would you like a balloon? And she's like, a balloon? It's like late at night. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
Right.
He goes, don't you want it? Don't you want it? And then you see him turn into the clown, and his eyes get real bright, that bright light.
Right.
Don't you want it? Don't you want it? And then you see her go, and then she gets like lost. All right. Cut to, Mike is asking how are we gonna fucking beat this thing? What are we gonna do? What's the plan? Richie's like, yo, I don't know about y'all. I can't handle this anymore.
Right.
I'm leaving. The moment the sun comes up, I'm fucking gone. All right? And then when he's saying all this about how he's leaving and fuck all that, and they're telling him to try to stay, Beverly's like, I don't know if this means anything, but I remember cleaning all the blood off the sink when I was a kid. Cut to her cleaning all the blood again.
Right.
And when I was cleaning it all off, I remember it took me forever, and I finally did it. And when I turned back, it was all there again. And you hear Pennywise laughing. And she was like, and it fucked me up because it was just there for days. And another day went by, and then another day went by. And it messed me up to the point where I told myself I was going to run away forever if nobody told me that this was real.
Right.
Like, if somebody didn't acknowledge this blood. So I went and got all you guys, and then you cut to, she brings all of her friends in, and when they all walk in, they're like, oh, what the fuck? Like, as you should react.
Yeah,
right?
Immediately.
And then she's like, oh, my God, I needed that. Like, you guys saved my life that day.
Right.
I really thought I went crazy, you know? And then she goes, you guys helped me clean up all that blood. And it never came back again after that. Like, she's like, I don't know what
that means,
but
it's
something.
Something. That means something. Yeah.
He couldn't fuck with that.
Yeah.
You know? So right then, Ben, like, Beverly's like, I'm freezing cold. And he's like, oh, don't worry. I'll run up to your, because they're in the hotel. He's like, I'll run up to your room to go get your shawl. I got to go up to my room anyway.
Right.
Right? And then
This
they're
is
like,
Ben?
yeah, this is Ben.
Okay.
And Mike and Eddie are like, hey, we'll go with you too.
Just in case.
Just in case, and our room's on the hall. And then Bill's like, yeah, we should always stay together.
Right.
So they all go up. Ben's like, hey, don't even like go to your room, but like leave your door open just in case. So if you yell or something, we can hear each other.
Right.
So Ben goes into her room and he grabs the shawl, right? And he grabs the thing that she wants. And then you see Mike go in his room and his window's open. He's like, ooh, and he closes it. And right as he closes it and he goes back to like the door, you see fucking Henry pop out, grab the string and stab him. in the fucking stomach.
Stab Mike?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And then he closes the door.
Wow.
He's got his mouth, you know?
Okay.
And he goes, hello, nigger. Thought I wouldn't come back? You're all going to pay. I'm going to pay you all back.
Something stay the same.
Yeah, no, he's like, wow, dude, it's 1990 now.
Yeah.
It's not the 70s anymore.
You know.
Can't say that word no more.
He stayed the same.
No.
He did.
That's bad.
Mm-hmm. He was gonna kill Mike back then.
That's also true.
Mm-hmm.
So you see Ben turn around.
Yeah.
And when he turns around, Bev's right there.
Right.
He's like, oh, shit, Bev. And she tells him, like, they start talking. And she's like, hey. She starts reciting. Remember the poetry thing that he wrote her way back when?
Yeah.
She starts reciting it. And then she goes to kiss him. He's like, he stops her. And he's like, what about Bill? And she's like, I had to ask. And I found out Bill didn't write it. It was you who wrote it. And I knew it was you. I always knew it was you. I was just never ready to be with you before. Right? I'm ready now. And she starts making out with him crazy hard. He's making out with her. And then he turns her, and then his eyes open, and he's looking in the mirror. And in the mirror, he's making out with a fucking clown.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And he's like, and he backs up, and it's paint all on his face and shit.
Yeah.
And then he's like, Brad, he's making out with he was like,
Yeah.
He's like, oh, come on, don't you want to kiss me, fat boy? Huh? And he sprints out the room, obviously.
Right.
And then Mike is still in the room fighting for his life. Like, the guy's trying to, like, put the end to him, and Mike's, like, holding him off.
Right.
You know? And then literally he goes and he gets like, Eddie, come on, where's Mike? And they go and they knock on the door, and they're like, Mike? And he's not answering, Mike. And they bust the door down.
Right.
Right? And when they finally bust the door down, they go and they try to get him off. And as they're getting him off, like, Mike kind of gets the knife, and homeboy almost kind of stabs himself.
Okay.
Like, in the scuffle.
Okay.
And Henry stabs himself, and he's, belch. And he dies.
Damn.
And then Mike's like,
That was quick.
Mike passes out.
Okay.
Mike! They get him downstairs. They tell everybody what happened. They get him in the car. They rush to the hospital.
Okay.
All right? In the hospital, they're waiting. Beverly's panicking, bro. And she's talking to Ben outside. She tells Ben how, she's like, this is so bad. Ben, my last boyfriend, I didn't tell any of you because I was so ashamed, but he was just like my father. He beat me every day. Like, why would I let him do that? The things I let him do to me. Like, what the fuck is wrong with me? Like, why am I so weak? And then, like, she's just breaking, like, she's just, like, vomiting, you know? And then he's like, hey, if you see it and you know it and you're gone from it, like, you won.
That's it, yeah.
He literally says, that's it. That's what's most important, is that you recognized it. And he goes, let me tell you something. He goes, my life, since I left, I felt nothing. I haven't felt love. I haven't felt anything.
Damn, John.
Right? And she's like, John, you're such a poet. And then she starts reciting his poem to him.
Yeah.
His poem to him.
Right.
Just like
he did, just like the clown.
And he goes, his eyes get big. He goes, what the fuck? And he pushes her off of him.
Yeah.
And she's like, what are you doing? He's like, what the fuck are you doing? Why would you say that? Why would you say that? And then she's like, I remember your poem. I remember it. You know? And then he's like, the clown just said that. Like, the clown literally just said that. And he gets like, what are you doing? She's like, it's me. It's me. It's me. It's me. He's like, how do I know? She's like, it's me. I love you. And then she kisses him.
Damn.
She's a little whore.
Yeah, little. She likes getting a little taste, huh?
She's a little Katara.
Yeah, she has a little. She's like, ooh,
Bill,
Ben,
Sherry Shepherd.
give me some taste.
Give me some of that taste.
Yeah, give me that taste.
So
yeah,
they all, they make, and then Eddie's like, oh shit, he sees. And he's like, hey, he's up. So they all run back up.
Right.
The doctor tells him, hey, only one of you can go in. He's still kind of fucked up, right? So Bill goes in, and Mike's like, hey, Bill. He's like, hey, Mike, how you doing, buddy? And he's like, what you gonna do? What are you guys gonna do? And he's like, I don't know, man. I don't know. And Mike goes, open up my jacket and look in the right pocket. And Bill does, and he puts his hand in and he pulls out the 2 silver pieces. He's like, you went back alone? He's like, no, I wasn't that. 10 years ago, Bill, my life was really going downhill. I mean, really downhill. I wanted to kill myself. I was drunk, just going through the sewers, and I saw it, like, he sees it like in a crack in the wall. He sees the other one, and he's like, I grabbed him, and it kind of kept me going, just like, we might need these one day.
Right.
You know, it just kind of
Damn.
brought me back to like some of the good memories.
Right.
But this nigga was finna kill himself in the sewers.
Good Lord.
These motherfuckers went through it, fool.
Yeah, they went through a life.
He goes, Bill, if you guys all decide to leave and do nothing, I understand. Right?
Yeah.
Back at the hotel, they're all arguing over what to do with this dead body that's still in the room.
Right.
Because there's still a dead body in the fucking room.
Yeah. Which I guess they haven't called the cops.
No.
No.
Not yet. So they're like, man, should we call the cops? They're arguing. What should we do? Call the cops? Not call the cops. Finally, Richie's like, yo, fuck this. Leave it alone. We should all leave and go home. Just cut the TV on. Let's leave.
Right.
Like, nobody will come in for a long time. We can at least get that head start.
Not a terrible plan.
Like, let's just get the fuck out of here. When they do, like they're like, all right, they cut the TV on. They all walk in the room. As they do, they find out another little girl
Has died.
Yeah, it was seriously mutilated.
Damn.
All right. It was. I mean, not another, it was the little girl from the beginning of the movie,
okay.
which was yesterday.
Oh yeah.
This is only 2 days span.
I forgot.
Yeah, this is that fast. So they go to leave. Bill, as he's going to leave, like, because they're all like, fuck it, we're going to leave.
Right.
Bill sees a kid playing the piano with his mom, like a young kid.
Right.
And it hits him. And he comes back outside, and all the friends are like, all right, this is goodbye. And he goes, I can't leave. And they're like, what? He goes, I saw something in there, and my brain's so fucked up, I don't even know if it was real. He's talking about just the mom playing piano with the kid.
Right. But he doesn't know what's real.
He's like, I don't know what's real. And he goes, I can't live like this. Because if we run, this is how we're going to live for the rest of our life. Right. And I'm not going to live, which I feel like that. Like, dude, like, I can't just be all the rest of my life going, all right, is this real? Is this real? Is this real?
It's time to figure it out.
Yep. He goes, all my life I was scared. I'm not going to be scared anymore. I'm going back in, and I'm going to fucking kill him. But I need your help. Help me. Help me. And then all of them see Kid Bill asking him the same thing.
Damn.
Help me.
Yeah, that scene.
Help me.
Right.
That's what he says it just like that. Like, I need your help.
He's their leader.
Right? Mm-hmm. And then one by one, they all come up and hug him, except Richie.
Oh, okay.
Richie's kind of like reserved still. Mm-hmm. Cut 2, they pull up to the spot. Right outside the motherfucking thing.
Right.
In the forest. Bev has her slingshot. You know, Richie's like, God damn, a slingshot? He's like, none of us thought to maybe bring like a machine gun or something. We're older now,
right.
You know.
We could get weapons.
We can get, and then Bill goes, no, you know, he hands the silver pieces to her, and he goes, this one's for him, this one's for Mike, this one's for Stan. Right? She's like, I won't miss. Richie starts complaining about how stupid this is, how we're gonna die. I know we're gonna die. I feel it in the air. We're all gonna die. Mm-hmm. Like, that's why we're the losers club. Winners don't die. Losers are the ones who fight and die. That's why they're the losers. Like, we shouldn't do this. Right. You know? And Bill goes, you don't have to go in, Richie. You don't have to. And then Richie's like, fuck. I was just saying maybe we should have brought a machine gun. Like, you know what I mean? Like, yeah. I'm not going to not go in, but let me complain, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me just fucking.
This is crazy.
Let me get that off my chest. Because I feel like, I did feel like, damn, I'm just saying, couldn't we? God damn it. Let me just, this sucks. I don't want to die.
I feel Richie.
So they head inside. They go down the pipe. Right when they get all the way down, like back when they look down, and he's like, what the fuck is that? And Bill picks something up, and it's a purse. He's like, no. And he goes through it. No, it's not. He has her. Audra! And he takes off running. Right. And they're like, Bill. They run, and they catch up to him. And this nigga's like, this is my fault. I killed her. I did this. Oh, my God. Like, Bill, stop. Bill, because he's panicking. We need you. You have to be calm. You have to be strong. Right? There's only one thing to do now, and it's get this thing, or none of us will ever get out of here. Right. Like, come on. And Bill composes himself, and he's like, let's stay close. And they start walking. They get to that center part. Right. All right.
Where that big showdown happened last time.
And they're looking around, and then Bill goes, something's coming. And he looks, and he sees a little paper boat coming down.
Okay.
How scary would that be?
Okay.
The one you gave your brother?
The one you gave your brother. That's a good 30-year callback on its part.
That would fuck you up.
Yeah, great scary callback.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
He picks it up, and he hears, that's my boat. Georgie? And he looks up, and he sees him.
Damn.
Bill, it's all your fault, Bill. It was all your fault. You let me go. You let him kill me, Bill.
Damn.
You did this.
Damn.
Georgie, I didn't know. I'm so sorry. I love you so much. I'm sorry. Fight it, Bill. That's not your actual brother. Bill, that's not Georgie. You're right. You're not Georgie. Georgie's dead. He's dead, and it's not my fault. He fades away. All right? He goes, let's see you now. You show yourself. You killed my little brother. And then Pennywise kind of like appears in the atmosphere, not in reality, but like you see him.
Right.
And he goes, go while you can. This is your last chance I'm giving you. You know? And then he goes, because if you stay, you will lose your mind in my deadlights. Like all the others. All of them lose their mind in my deadlights. And he fades away.
Right.
So Richie's like, man, we can't fight this thing. It's smoke. You can't even fight it. And then he got like, Bill's like, no, he's here. He's scared. Don't you understand? If he feeds every 30 years. He comes, like, this is his home. He's here. Like, there's something in here.
Right.
That's his
essence.
Yes.
Yes.
You know, they said
that physical.
Yeah, his physical form
is somewhere in here.
It's somewhere in here. Let's fucking find that.
Right.
And kill that. Stop trying to kill the clown.
Right.
You know? So he looks down and he grabs the little boat and he sets it back down and lets it like just float its own way, and they just follow it.
Smart.
All right? They get to this little small door covered with bones. What the fuck? They go inside. They see bodies all over, covered in like spider webs all over the walls.
They're
human
floating.
bodies. Yeah, they're floating. All right.
And this thing's a giant spider.
He looks up. He sees Audra. He's about to go for her. You see the biggest, scariest spider alien thing. It's crazy looking.
Ooh.
And it's got the 8 legs.
Yeah.
You know? She shoots, right? Misses.
Damn. Beverly.
Shoots again. It just bounces off.
Damn.
He raises up his stomach. It has the bright light. Bill gets in a trance. Starts walking towards it. Richie's like, no, Bill. And then he like tries to grab him, and as he does, he kind of like catches it. It's kind of like the bird bot, you know, where you're like,
right.
And they're both like, you know?
Right.
And then it happens to, Ben goes and tries to get him, same thing. So now all 3 of them are like, and they're just kind of walking closer and closer towards it.
Right.
Right? And then Beverly's like, no. And instead of looking at it, she runs and she goes looking for the extra silver pieces again.
Right.
Like she's like, because she missed one. She's like, I'll hit him the right way next time. Like she's looking for him. Eddie's like, what do I do? What do I do? And he remembers himself as a kid with the battery acid saving the day.
Right.
And he goes, I believe in Santa. I believe in the Easter Bunny. I believe in the Tooth Fairy. I believe in all of them. I don't believe in you. This is battery acid. And he goes to spray it, the big spider thing. And it fucking grabs him and picks him up and starts squeezing him. Ah! Ah! As he's doing this, Beverly finds a silver piece and she's like, don't let me miss again. And she pulls it back and she lets it go. And it hits him dead in the center of like his lit up stomach.
Yeah.
Right? Drops Eddie and like it kind of, spider like backs up and kind of goes down to like a little crevice. Right? Jesus. They all surround Eddie. He's crying. And they're like, Eddie, are you okay? Eddie, come on, stay with us, Eddie. Right? And then Richie's like, don't you? And he's like, I'm fine, guys. You just go on. Go without me. He's like, don't you talk like that, spaghetti man. Come on. And Eddie starts laughing and he's crying. He goes, don't call me spaghetti. He dies.
Fuck. Okay, fuck.
So they look over and they're like, this isn't over. And they see the spiders kind of like limping away.
Right.
Right? And they look at each other, and then Bill's like, I'm not coming back when I'm 70. And they all go chase it down. And bruh, they straight up jump this nigga. They jump him. It's vicious. They tear him limb from limb.
Yeah.
They rip him up and with their bare hands, and they rip his heart out. Like,
Damn.
It's like
Good
they
for
all
them.
go animalistic.
Yeah, good for them.
Like, they go to a dark place to get there.
They have to. They're already in a dark place.
But you see what I'm saying about the death? It's not like some, like, it's like a...
It's like, this is a lot.
They had to go to, like, a mental
Primal
state.
place.
Primal place. Yes, that's the best way to put it. Yeah, it's not like a heroic, like, we got him. It's like they got him.
They got him. That's what they had to do.
So, as they rip his heart out, and... right then Bill goes, Audra! And he runs back and he sees all the bodies that were like floating kind of coming down off the webs.
Right.
They're all kind of coming down. And he grabs his girl, and you see Richie grab Eddie, and they all walk out.
Right.
His girl's all fucked up. You know, Ben's holding Beverly. She's all fucked up. Richie's got Eddie on his shoulders, who's just dead.
Right.
They all stand outside the sewer, and they just look at each other. And then it fades to, like, in and out of the shot of them as kids hugging to the shot of them as them now.
Yeah.
Just fucked up.
Mm-hmm.
All right? Voiceover. I guess that's how I'd like to remember us, if I could, as kids. Happy. But this is how it ended. Luckily, I wrote this down and got this memory out just in time. And you see Mike writing this down and like everything down in the journal.
Right.
All right? And he goes, this will be the last entry for this book. This nightmare is finally over. Now there's no further need for a lighthouse keeper here. I can finally move on from Derry.
Damn.
That's what he didn't really. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah,
that's what was holding him back that whole
because
time.
He knew that Pennywise wasn't dead.
So he couldn't leave. Something was
about
holding him.
Yeah. Damn.
Richie, well, he's doing great. He's starring in movies now. You know, you see him literally like starring in huge blockbuster films, right?
Yeah.
Comedies and shit. Ben and Bev, well, they left Derry together.
Good for them.
They got married in a week and got pregnant and they left Derry together, got married, and a week after their marriage, they got pregnant. Breaking another curse. One of them finally had a kid.
Yeah.
Bill and Audra, well, Bill and Audra are still here. Not all the news is good, I guess. Audra never did any better.
Damn.
You see her, she's still like.
Damn.
And he's just trying to like, you know what I'm saying? He's just trying to like, he's doing everything, feeding her, and he's just taking care of her. But he goes, Bill still hasn't left Derry. They're still there. And he's just still taking care of her.
Damn.
And he's fucked up too.
Yeah.
And he goes, he talks of like, damn. He goes, you know, it got a lot of casualties. Sadly, Audra is also one of them. And he talks about, I hate to see my friend like this. It really hurts me to leave him. So sad. But I must go.
Right.
Like he's like,
it's life.
Yeah, I got to move on.
Yeah.
He goes, but I can leave him this one gift. And you see Bill, like him and Audra, like they're about to leave, right? Like he's like they're about to go somewhere else, like just try to get her help.
Right.
And he looks over and he sees Mike left him a gift, and it's the bike.
Mm.
And he smiles really big, and he thinks, and he looks at his girl who's like, and he puts her like on his lap, and he gets on the bike.
Right.
And he's like, honey, this bike saved my life once. Maybe it can save yours. They start riding, right? And he starts riding down a hill really fast.
Right.
And he's like, please beat this. Beat this, honey. Come on, come back to me. Beat it, come back to me. Beat it. Come on, baby, beat it. And he's flying down this hill, and like cars are almost hitting him and everything.
Right.
Beat it. And then he's like, beat it. Come on, beat it. And then you see her like, Bill, what are we doing? And like he like almost wrecks Audra, right? And then she's like, Bill, where are we? What's going on? He's like, it's okay. And then they start kissing, and we hear it.
Damn. What an ending.
Stephen King ain't gonna give you no all his endings gonna be like that. He ain't gonna give you no motherfucking like happy ending.
Super happy ending, no.
His ending's gonna be like, the fuck?
Yeah, is this clown still alive? What the fuck? Damn, it was a giant spider the whole time?
Mm-hmm.
That's also crazy. Fuck. Well, I can't wait to watch this in like 2 months.
Yeah, probably like a month and a half.
Yeah.
Month and 3/4.
Probably. But still,
long time.
I got some time, and I can just sit with this.
Yeah, man. But that Pennywise is a son of a bitch.
Bad clown.
Out of all the clowns, yeah, he's the worst.
He's John Wayne Gacy's probably worse because he's like real. But
the Airbud clown was pretty bad. But he got what was coming to him.
Yeah, the dog didn't choose him. You know how scary could he really?
Also,
be? They beat him up and put
threw
him in jail.
Threw him in prison.
He was on death row.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, things got.
But they brought back the chair for him. It was like, oh my god.
But yeah,
they literally brought back the chair for him.
Yeah, I
and
know.
Green Mile gets the chair. But yeah, man, this movie's a fucking mindfuck.
Yeah, Jesus.
Didn't answer any of your questions about why he didn't kill him.
Kind of. They were a special group.
They were a special group.
Yeah,
that was the point.
That's all you need.
And he knew that's why he didn't want him back the second time.
Right.
Because he was like, fuck.
There was some kind of, this story's version of like prophecy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I get that. There just needed to be a reason, and they gave it to me, so I'm happy.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
The Mike's story, I think, is the most interesting.
Stayed. He wasn't even there for the final battle.
I mean, he got fucked up.
He got fucked up.
You see him? He gets fucked up.
Jesus Christ.
Like, also, he gets stabbed. It's like, oh, God.
The bullies arc is insane. Also,
the bullies, yeah.
They don't talk about how they dodge a murder charge.
They dodge a murder charge,
Yeah.
but they kind of all just fucking let that go.
Yeah. Because they were probably like, oh, this guy escaped from the... Well, they probably think this guy escaped from the facility. He murdered two... They don't think a clown murdered those two guards. They think he murdered those two guards.
Good point. They probably also think he murdered Eddie.
Yeah. Or whatever. Or like he was involved in the Mike stabbing and Mike overpowered him.
They'd also have to tell how Eddie died. They'd have to, like, when they dropped him off at the hospital and they did the autopsy, they'd be like, hey, why is this guy's whole middle of his body crushed?
Yeah, I would kind of leave Eddie's body down there. Or like,
I
or bury it. Or bury it somewhere.
I'd bury it somewhere, but I couldn't
Yeah.
leave your body down there, buddy. I'd take it and bury it in Derry.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
and we would all know where it is.
But yeah, you can't.
I can't leave you down there. Also,
Yeah.
they'd find you.
They would eventually. Would they?
They work the sewers. Like one thing they'd find you.
Not enough to find the giant spider living there.
Yeah, and the hundreds of bodies.
Yeah. So.
Well, he had a room.
But still.
Also, they can't see his stuff. Nobody can see what he wants. He's pretty powerful, man.
Yeah, it's a pretty powerful spider. It's like Charlotte.
Charlotte was powerful, wasn't she?
She saved the pig.
Yeah, it's pretty powerful.
Yeah.
She had a nice attitude too.
She did. She died.
Huh?
And then she died.
I know, bro.
Mm-hmm.
They will not let any nigga live.
No.
R.I.P. Charlotte. R.I.P. Chadwick.
Yeah. R.I.P.
R.I.P. these L.A. episodes.
Yeah. LA's done.
L.A.'s Beaners. This was it. You rocked with us. We fucking love you guys.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God, Hassan, brother, I love you. This was fun.
This was fun. I'm glad I can't believe we did all these episodes, man. We did like almost 20 something episodes
in a month. I can't believe we've done 160 plus.
Yeah, it's
with
fucking
bonuses.
Nuts. That's fucking nuts.
I can't believe we do this podcast still. I also can't believe that.
We've
gone through some shit, my man.
We have gone through some real deal shit.
I'm excited for the new chapter of our lives, bro.
So am I.
This chapter's done.
I'm excited to go home and hibernate.
Yeah, I feel like we can really close the book on this.
Yeah.
The San Diego chapter, we closed the book on that.
LA.
The LA chapter this was the last page.
This was the last page. We did it. We
Wow.
did it.
Beaners, we'll see you in a couple days.
Yeah. It's not that big of a deal for you guys.
But it should be a fucking big deal because you better love us. Better love us.
I know. If they don't, I'd be so sad.
What's one of those high school graduation songs people say? As we go on, we remember all the good times that we had together.
And that's all I remember.
That's all we know.
Yeah.
So just play this song and have some clips of us going in the podcast.
Yeah.
This episode should end like that.
Oh, yeah.
With this
Like
song going,
it's Rocky
IV.
Or
any
Blood
other
Sport.
movie. Or Bloodsport.
I'll fade it clips from old episodes.
We love you, Beaners, and we'll see you in a couple of days. But, man, thank you for everything so far.
Later, guys.